Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another stream. Monte Fisto back with some more Final Fantasy XI, continuing on with weird times. It may even be more fucked up moving forward once I think like the following month I've got what, noon to 10 p.m. I think it's noon to 10 p.m., which means I'll have my mornings, I'll get back, eat a bit, pass the fuck out, hopefully be asleep by 10, or by midnight. I think that'll work out good for me, but for streaming, that's gonna be a little bit weird. We're gonna have to probably do whatever my off day lands on for that. But anyway, still unwelcome to the NHK. I'm sorry, Mary Sharks. I will watch it one day. It's like the Sympho Gears a bit. Shit, I got fucking Reila shooting runic energy at me. Reila's apparently already mastered. Hold on, let me swap this shit. Reila's already apparently mastered Rune Knight, or Rune Fencer. Rune Knight would have been a cooler name. But I have worked on Geomancer a little bit. Apparently Geomancer works better with the Red Mage, but I don't have that. Reila, come with me. I want to show the stream and you. But people say Black Mage is a decent follow-up. But Geomancer is like, it's a buffing and debuffing. Oh, I can ring bell. Or maybe I can't ring bell? No, I don't know. I thought I could do bell. Maybe bell 1, bell 2. Yeah, I don't fucking know. But, it is like a buffing and debuffing Black Mage that has access to the Black Mage elemental spells. Is essentially what it does. So, you slowly get access to some of the buffing and debuffing and elemental black magic. But then you also get, through scrolls, different spells like poison and voidance, with the prefix indie if it casts on yourself, and that's the shit you just buy at the store. So, cast indie poison. That's a debuffing. I now get an AoE effect around me. Actually kind of big. Jeez. Where anything in this bubble is now going to get like slight poison damage that increases as my level goes up, or Geomancy level goes up. I don't know. But then, by going around the world, once you have the corresponding scroll, you can then go to certain landmarks around the world, specific ones, and get their corresponding Geo one, which is a secondary one that casts on an enemy directly. And I'm just gonna fucking move away like an asshole. It'll work. There we are. So now it's like double poison in this area right here. So if they're in here, it gets extra poison. The other one I have for Indie, it takes longer to get the Geo one. You got like maybe like level 4 for the Indie poison, or no, level 1, and then level like 5 for the Geo poison. Level like 6 for the Indie voidance, and then 11 for Geo voidance. You know what I mean? The Indie voidance boosts all my homies' evasion rates. If, you know, I'm not being interrupted by this brick. And then you use clubs. I know, kind of interesting, so it's like a fucking area of effect in like a control area. It reminds me of some, like, Diablo shit. When you're playing as a wizard and you, like, slap some shit on the ground and then kind of lure people in that ground. That's it. It's neat. It's cute. So, yeah, it's a club class primarily. You just beat shit. So I guess kind of similar to, was it Scholar in that regard? I think they were also primary club class. But, you know, you get your enfeebling and enhancing, and you also have Geomancy and Handbell. I'm not really sure why they split the hair between Geomancy and Handbell, because you need the Handbell skill to cast Geomancy, so they both get boosted at the same time. I'd have to look that up. Use the bell to cast the fucking shit. Apparently there's only like 6 bells in the game, you just put that in the range shit. But it does give you an MP5. Oh, speaking of which, the one thing that Geomancy is cool at and about is having a lot of MP and having reduced spell costs. So I guess the idea is that you're not necessarily casting it, well you are, but you're like getting help from the planet. I am a hippie black mage, essentially. What would that be? Combat skill? What the fuck? Abilities, there we are. Job trace, yeah, conserve MP. But then I was looking at the list and they're all like, you know, increase MP, conserve MP, faster MP regen. But yeah, so when you go and get the geo spells, you literally like find beautiful places on the planet and you pray the gay away by them. It's very Shinto, very hippy dippy. Reila, what is your book report on Fencer? I demand a fool. Serve MP isn't guaranteed, it's percentage based. So yeah, I'm just saying like the later on, like I was reading the list. Let's see, I got the list here. Clear Mind, Conserve MP2, Max MP Boost, Elemental Serenity? Ah, fucking no. That generally seems to be the, how they go about this shit. It's basically a tank red mage. Got it. Alright, so red mage but more combat-y, whereas scholar's like a red mage but more nerdy and softer. That's fucking neat. What's it? Yeah, Clear Mind raises the amount of MP while resting. Yeah, Infernal Chant. Let's see. You can cast elemental spells on your blade like red mage, but it's in your abilities. Got it. So then you can use your MP for other shit. What's a recommended secondary for Rune Fencer? Yeah, for Geomancer it's red mage as well, but I think I want to say that's because you already have access to a bunch of the black mage shits. The red mage gives you more boosts and utility spells. I cast Ignis on myself and I gain fire attacks. But you're also resistant to ice. Got it. Okay. I got you. Oh, wait, what the fuck is this? So the Cardinal Chant for Geomancers enhances the effect of your elemental magic spells, but the effect differs depending on the direction. Like, you get a magic attack bonus if you're to the east of the enemy while casting, a magic burst bonus if you're to the west, a magic critical hit chance if you're to the north. Alright, so it's like feng shui autism is what Geomancer is. Who the fuck is keeping all that shit? Never mind. Oh my god, while in battle. That's the Reila says I can also spend my runes after casting on defense buffs or heavy attacks as well. It costs nothing to do, so it's handy. Blue Mage is a good sub job for Rune Fencer due to the low level defense abilities Blue can get, like a goon. Got it. Yeah, Blue Mage is also like a really, really offensive like spell sword class. That makes sense. Yeah, but Geomancer is neat. I'm gonna change into my crazy shit though. But yeah, I like Geomancer more than Scholar. Scholar is it's cool. I like the idea of a more magic-y red mage, but it is a lot of work with like constantly having to switch modes, like feel like oh, I want to get some buffs from White Mage. Let me swap gears. Now I want to attack and let me swap gears again. Fuck, I'm out of my gear shifts. There's like some sort of like opportunity cost pressure. I guess you know, if you're really into that and hunting NMs, you can like really get into the theory of it. Seems like Geomancer, the most it is, it's just if you wanted to keep it your cardinal direction of you in relation to the enemy, which is that's some real special shit. That's alarming. Mines. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like some sort of weird like in between of like feng shui and like Shinto. We have like always focus on like east, west, north, south, but also going to random fucking geographic locations to like, oh, the spirits in this rock. We built a shrine around it. Stupid savages. Considering all the shit you get in the game, or you can get, I wish there's like more walls, like the room was a little bit bigger, not too much. It's like I think I have a flag in my inventory, a Jawinoan flag. I can't really do much with because there's not enough wall space. Yeah, it is a nice little spread of fucking jobs, though, I think. Scholar 20, Puppet Master 36, Thief 36. I try to unlock all these fucks. Yeah, there's only, what was that? 6 jobs I don't have unlocked. I'm gonna try to get everyone up to level 20. It'd probably be like a session apiece. You can decorate an apartment in Final Fantasy 14. I think it has more space, or if you're lucky, you can buy a house. I have seen, like, images of, like, the houses people buy. Crazy. Yeah, wasn't it, like, Ultima Online? That was, like, one of the first big ones where you'd, like, people would buy and make houses and destroy them, or all sorts of crazy shit. Area you entered from. There we go. Oh, and apparently with the Cardinal Chant, the feng shui shit of Geomancer, just I have it in my other screens that I got to swap out of it. The bonus increases every 20 levels, starting at level 25. It's neat. It's a little bit too special. By a little bit, I mean a lot. Where are we going? I'm gonna assume by the castle. Fuck. I guess these are just the sconces. It looks like my, at least when I'm looking at it right now, the stream rate's fine. Once again, it's hit or miss. I don't think that it's ever, like, if it's ever a complete shit. Library? Yeah. Wrong way. This way? Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't think, like, anytime, like, the internet's really fucking up, it's never, like, stream ending fuck up, or at least it hasn't been yet. It might just get a little bit slowed down. I'm probably just too paranoid about it. Yeah, let's see. The Selenium Memorial Library contains relics of knowledge from, yeah, we talked to this fucker a million times. Frankly, I'm tired of hearing about it. Oh, let's see what this prick. Oh, is this a chick? Fuck, it's so hard to tell. Hello, my dear Count Monte Fisto. Why the long face? I want to say, like, Sandora is probably like Thailand. Whatever you're hitting on probably has a penis. Why, yes, I have in fact, I know from experience, dude. I have in fact seen the princess. She's right over there, doing what library patrons do. She has recently been rather absorbed in the abnormalities plaguing the hinterland, and has visited our humble archives numerous times in the past weeks. As an aside, I believe her current interest lies closer to home. Are you aware of the incident that occurred in our town? You have a hard time telling Elvans apart. Keep in mind the females have boobs. I mean, that's like a Final Fantasy 16 rack. Let's be real here. Count Monte Fisto, how fortuitous. There's something I wanted to ask you. You know, it seems like I'm obsessed with my brother's cryptic message recently. I know it seems like I'm obsessed with the fact that my brother turned into a fucking couple of dank push nugs, but I absolutely swear it isn't about him. Typical Fisto sees men in everything he looks at. I want to talk to you about the recent appearance of evil spirits in the city. Oops, I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Apparently there's a woman whose behavior has been quite suspicious of late, to say the least. For example, she's been slipping out of her house in the dead of night. And normally wouldn't be much cause for concern, except she looks like this when she walks, with a blank stare and glazed over eyes. What's more, she speaks in tongues whenever she's afflicted. Her destination seems to be somewhere in the jungle, as she often tries to leave the city. Oh wait, we ran into that bitch. Researching what exactly? Couldn't tell what because you're not actually reading anything. Oh, that was a joke? Well, it was a rather uncouth one if you ask me. Why am I researching this anyway? Because the woman in question is the daughter of Halimio, who holds a high office in the Pioneers Coalition. He presides over certain aspects of Adelin's mercantile endeavors and is an outspoken proponent of the colonization movement. I was just about to pay him a visit after I collected the necessary background information here, but you've come at the perfect time. If possible, would you please accompany me? I have a hunch that this could somehow be related to what befell my brother. What? You've seen something exactly like this? What are the odds? Oh my, how terrible. Let's make haste to the battlegrounds to find this Elmeric person and check on that poor girl. Oh, so Reila, how much of the shit from doing the errands for the Couriers Guild do I need? When I was fucking around with Geometry a bit, I did do a session of it. It's not too hard, but it is a little bit tedious. I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir there. Like, it doesn't take too long, but it does take some time. Currencies. Can't tell you. I'm not sure if it's cumulative or what. Alright. Hopefully we don't. Every time I fire this up to fuck around with the jobs, I'll try to do the 15 super points or whatever the fuck it is. Could not find a straight answer. But could you find a gay answer? Where the fuck am I going? To the Frontier Station? Oh wait, I'm talking to the wrong thing, that's why. Some quests just see and say, oh, you need to do this before you start. So there's your gay answer. What was the most... I mean, I guess we did run into a couple of times where it was really fucked up in the wiki, but I do think that the... Zach, okay. I think we were fucking around the forest trying to find the fucking wood point. That was probably one of the most fucked up aspects. Where it's like, no, don't do that way. That way will take forever. Do it this way, which actually takes forever. Then we try the way they say it takes forever. It's like first try. It's like, alright. Fuck you then, guess. Although they could have updated it and made it less shitty from between the time they made the wiki and now. But, you know, they should update the fucking wiki. Oh, it's you and Arcila? Pardon me, Lady Adeline, but for not noticing you sooner. And here I thought that adventure was just blowing smoke. Anyway, what brings you out here? Oh, the girl? She finally regained consciousness, so we escorted her back home. It's in Eastern Adeline, some nondescript boarding house on the way to the statue of the goddess. How about you let the princess do the talking, Midlander? Everyone hates us, dude. I mean, you know. Oh, I don't know whom you're talking about. That's Nylene, Halimo's only daughter. We can't afford to let this chance pass us by. Let's head to their boarding house right now. Reminds me of Skyrim. Was it Nazim or whatever? You go to the Cloud District often? Probably not, piece of shit. Like, alright, I literally fucking assassinated the Emperor, won the Civil War, took over a city or two, killed the Dragon God, became the head of all the guilds, but yeah, alright, you don't know me, that's fine. Note there's a long cutscene. Hope you're ready, Fisto. Well, good thing it's at the beginning and not like when I'm tired, huh? Where we go? Where we go? Say Eastern Adeline? Fuck. By the statue? I think I remember some things. It's not too clear on being so old and black. So there's a boarding house, huh? Oh wait, I see it. I see it. I've learned directions and context clues. Are you proud of me, Reila? Also, the area's colonization rate has decreased to 79%. We're all gonna die. Alright, we're gonna get a very long cutscene. No. However could it have come to this? You still do not understand, old fool. This is deserved castigation at the hands of nature. Your comeuppance for supporting the forbidden act of colonization and draining the lifeblood of this continent. I agree that her curse is the result of her father's stance on colonization, but I think the agency behind her malady belongs to a different resource. Belongs to a different source. Wow, I am already failing. Help. This is nothing other than a predetermined conspiracy to hinder our colonization of Urbuka. And just who is capable of such a heinous act? Why, witches, of course. Witches, preposterous, surely cannot think their ilk still exists. They exist without a doubt, and I fear we know them all too well. I'm sure even you can't have forgotten about the destruction wrought by that monstrous coven. Yeah, I do wish they did like more with like witches and vampires and shit, especially vampires. I mean, I know like Final Fantasy 1 did a bit of that. Final Fantasy 8 did some witches shit. I kind of like that, like old school horror aesthetic. You know, Ravenloft shit. No, you cannot possibly mean that is downright absurd. Your obsession with finding evil in every corner has gone too far. You exorcists are worse than zealots. I would stay my tongue if I were you. Let's just say that it would do you well to remember what profession Hildebert's right-hand man is. You don't want Lord Vortimer discovering how incompetent you feel he is, do you? Not another fight. I can't go anymore without seeing people at each other's throats. Well, shut Witherspoons up. I don't even know who. Oh, that's that chick? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's contribute to the fighting. Final Fantasy 14 does a couple old school horror things. Good. No, I mean, they need to do more of that shit. You really do. It's fun. Entertaining. It's spooky. I mean, I guess 7 had the haunted house area. Fantastic. like ghost possessions and shit. No, you'll only be adding fuel to the fire. And we can't have this animosity over colonization spreading any further than it already has. That's why we can't just stand by and let their tempers flare. Who in the goddess's auspices are you? Well, if it isn't the Middlelander, and I see you brought the princess with you. I humbly request that you two put this quarrel to rest. Stirring up each other's emotions won't solve anything, especially over something like this. This isn't merely something, my dear princess. A girl has been cursed. Slow down. Couldn't we hear what Palomio has to say before jumping to conclusions? Now, sir, could you please tell us exactly what happened to your daughter, Nylene? Yes, of course. However, I doubt what I have to say will offer much insight. I barely understand her condition myself. As I told the peacekeepers earlier, my daughter has recently begun exhibiting rather strange behavior. She wanders the streets night after night as one possessed. No one is there to stop her. She unfailingly meanders in the wilds. It's obvious she would act like that. This is a textbook example of a curse. You are but preaching to the choir, and I tire of having to continually explain that. My apologies, sir and madam. You can ignore their aspersions. If you have anything else to add, we'll be grateful to hear it. Let me think. Well, once she has fallen into that state, her eyes wander as if staring at nothing in particular. Engaging in conversation with her is nigh on impossible. But sometimes she'll turn and face a certain direction, then unleash a barrage of incomprehensible gibberish. Like I said before, despite giving off the appearance that her mind is somewhere else, the moment you look away, she vanishes into the woods. I know not what would become of my precious Nylene, had those two kind souls of the biovac not been there to see her welfare. And where is your daughter now? It's in the next room over, fast asleep. I see. So, you two have cause to believe that these are signs of a curse? And Ingrid, you say you've heard of a similar phenomenon? Indeed I have. Also, my travels through the Middle Lands, I heard a tale of an individual who was afflicted by the curses of evil spirits. He was doomed to walk the streets of his city both night and day without reprieve. However, he left behind a legacy. To this very day, the people of his land dress up as ghosts once a year and have others chase after them. The pursuers even receive delectable confections for their efforts. The origin of such festivities is almost certainly linked to a historical event in the distant past. Why the participants would reward pursuers with candy is beyond me. What illogical traditions those Easterners have. I'd say that the practice likely comes from an ancient ceremony that served the same function as exorcisms do today. My. To think that such a ludicrous custom would have a rich history behind it. A stunning story if I ever heard one. Thanks, I thought it was pretty good myself. What? You mean to say that you fabricated the whole explanation? Cassard, your blatant lack of diligence disturbs me. Our order would surely sink in disrepute with you at its helm. While you've been content to remain snugly within your proverbial book and washbin, I've explored seas wider than you could possibly imagine and returned with a veritable treasure trove of information. For example, do you know that the people in the Middlelands have for some years succeeded in communicating with the spirits of the ancient witch brood? The name of that brood would not happen to be the Dark Lilies, would it? So you're familiar with them. I can't say that I'm surprised, though, as everyone in the Order of Witherspoon should have heard that name at some point. Let's give you a challenge, then. What about the rumors that the troop of evildoers who skulk about the hinterland are the Dark Lily's successors? I refuse to believe such a tripe. Troop, you say? So there are multiple witches involved? Yes, I can say with full confidence that this is the work of the Blackthorn Coven. Blackthorn Coven? A tyrannous clan of apocalypses incarnate. They might as well be joined at the hip for how often they're seen apart. They've set Eastern Nilbuka ablaze with their surreptitious experiments and single-handedly extinguished the burning passions of numerous pioneers. God damn, they busted out the fucking thesaurus for this bitch's dialogue. Oh my god, killing me. They somehow continued to invade us, flying back into the forest only to bare their talons at a later date. Or a dinner date, they'll do that too. No wonder they're also known as the Heinous Harpies. It is this nefarious sisterhood to which your daughter has fallen victim. No, you're wrong. At least, that's what I want to believe. I understand that they may be likened to harpies, but I simply won't think they're capable of something like this. What's more, Count Monte Fisto knows something about this Nylene incident that you don't. Go on, tell them. Yes, please, indulge us, Count Monte Fisto. I don't know what she's up about. I have nothing to do with this. It might be the work of the forest spirits. I see. So if she were called by forest spirits, then that is far enough, Arcila. You do not truly believe in this flagrant display of balderdash, do you? Does she have any evidence with which to support this outrageous argument? I love how everyone hates us and thinks we're liars. We have enough, in my opinion. For example, I've noticed a spiritual aura in the air ever since we entered this dwelling. It's undeniably faint, almost like the scent of far-off flowers borne aloft in the morning breeze. However, I can still sense it. The feeling greatly resembles what Count Monte Fisto and I experienced when we met those spirits in the Sazak battlegrounds. We'd have to investigate further before making any definite statements, but what Count Monte Fisto proposes seems more than plausible. Auras hang in the air? Flowery scents? Fie, I say. Or is that phi? I don't know. You employ florid metaphors to divert our attention from your specious reasoning. This is none other than the curse of the wilds. Mr. Polomeo is a leading figure of the colonization movement and has been targeted precisely because of his position. His daughter and the Chancellor have been cursed to show that not even the most influential Adelinians are above the will of the woodlands. With that, I bid you farewell. I have no more time to squander in sophistry when I'm expected at the Witherspoon's Manse for Vespers. Polomeo, you would do well to leave everything to me. I'll make sure that you receive your full support of Hildebert as well. Therefore, once we lift the curse, all I ask is that you grant us a few minimal favors. I think you mean if you lift the curse. I honestly don't see you succeeding where your betters have failed. Squawk all you want. But when the time comes, you and the princess will be proven for the fledglings that you are. Now, if you would excuse me, I have some work to do. Oh, look. The Elvan made a pulley system, so he can eat sausage and work on his drawings. If he wants to waste his time praying, that's his prerogative. We all know that there's only one way to lift the Coven's curse. Send them back from whence they came. Once this world is no longer defiled by their presence, the girl shall once again be free, that the fires of divine judgment cleanse them of their iniquity. Who do I believe here? Do you think this guy knows that he dresses and looks the exact same as the fucking president of Bastok? Think he's like a big fan of Bastok, or do they both shop at the same Kmart? Who do I believe there? They both promised me my daughter's return to normalcy, but their methods seem diametrically opposed. What about your Rosolatia's palm, Count Monte Fisto? Does it sense any abnormal presence? Well, it doesn't have anything to do with the Leaf Kitten. I guess that proves Cassardra wrong. Your palm would surely have reacted in some way if the woods were involved. Moreover, I seriously don't think the Blackthorn Coven has anything to do with this. That leaves Mr. Sarcila. You notice it was a glitch? What, through my hand? I did notice that. I was like holding it on the bottom of my hand. I beg of you, please, save my daughter. Don't worry, I'll do everything in my power to cure your daughter of this affliction. However, I'll need your help with something in order to accomplish that. A strange spiritual energy permeates this room even as we speak. Could either you or your daughter possibly have brought back any artifact from the forest? Seems highly unlikely. I may be a proponent of colonization, but I have personally never strode into the hinterland. Ah, come to think of it. Oh, so he's a fucking coward. He's like, yeah, everyone should go into the fucking wilderness. I'll stay here and profit off it. Ah, come to think of it, I did purchase an enchanting stone at the market the other day. The vendor told me that it comes from deep within the Ubukan jungle. He's like, no, I've never gotten, but I do buy things from there and brought back an ancient artifact. Do you think that's what you're referring to? It's, yeah, it was fucking asshole. And resembled no jewel or mineral I have previously seen. Not only did it have a peculiar shape, but it was over large that it could not fit into my palm. And the color, upon first glance, was a stunning shade of crimson. And upon further inspection, it shone as warmingly yellow as the sun. I rarely express any interest in expensive jewels, but I simply had to have this first specimen for my collection. It wonderfully complements my Altana-shaped tree root and the rock Sverdreed once slipped upon whilst climbing his eponymous hillock. I like all the like Scandinavian names. It's kind of interesting, but they don't all have Scandinavian names. Like quite a few of them in Aslan. Many of my colleagues have also succumbed to the temptation of the collector, for we all possess menageries of bizarre objects. In fact, the stone in question is said to have previously been worshipped as a vessel of transcendental power. A merchant who sold it to me added that he could not very well have been crafted for communion with the creator deity. It could very well have been crafted for communion with the creator deity. He was not so forthcoming with the name of one, but I'm certain it must be important. My daughter was captivated by the stone's mystic properties, even more so than me, so I bequeathed it unto her. Now that I mention it, her behavior started to change soon after receiving the stone. Ah, so that stone's likely the culprit. Palamio, would you mind if I met with your daughter? I have some questions for her. Of course not. Do as you please. Her room is the next one over. You done it again, dude. You got into the fucking cooking sherry again. What? She's gone? When I went to check on her, the window was open. She was nowhere to be seen. Damn this curse. We best start looking for her immediately. Hopefully she's not gone far. Province 14, the Rogadane names will give you a fucking seizure. Are those the Galcan? I think so, right? Yeah. Let's help look for her, Count Monte Fisto. Where do you suggest we start? The chest of drawers, so that way we can fucking find it. I hope you find a real sense of humor in there, because you're certainly not going to find a grown woman. What the? I mean, the fucking crazy-ass rock. Or the forest. Great minds think alike, so we agree that's probably those spirits calling her out again. I doubt those spirits bear any ill will towards Nylene, but I get the feeling that something awful will happen if she enters those woods. Palamio, could I ask you to please search the town while Count Monte Fisto and I look for her at the edge of town in the forest? Ma'am, we'll let you know immediately once we find her, so please don't move from the spot. Alright, understood. God damn, motherfucker. Long shit. It wasn't too long. I was kind of expecting even worse, but it was close to as bad as advertised. I feel like we've seen longer. Long enough that before you were finished, you did your taxes, you cooked dinner, you did laundry, you got a good night's sleep, and you made a sandwich. Nice. You know what I did the other day? I finished said sandwich before you were done. Yeah, I did that the other day, just because, you know, once again, I'm kind of like, I just bought a bunch of, you know, the shit I had to, you know, license, new registration, new fucking title change for the car. And then next paycheck is then rent, and then the next paycheck, probably like match, I'm still sleeping on a fucking airbed. Forest Frontier Station. Yo, it's Trump's fucking Final Fantasy 11 account. He's no longer playing golf. He wanted to play Final Fantasy 11 with us. My Final Fantasy 11 character is great. It's the greatest. Huge stats. You know it, I know it, everyone knows it. Frontier Station. But yeah, so yeah, saving money here and there just by fucking cooking. But it's just like a box of mac and cheese, with, like some fucking grilled hot dogs cut up in it, a little hot sauce, a little chili powder. Bro, Count Monte Fisto, greatest Final Fantasy 11 streamer, the best. In fact, I sent Rubio to help grind with him. It's his new desk. Tell you Anyway, yeah. So like total, like how much is like a 5-pack, a box of Kraft mac and cheese, and then how much is like a sleeve of hot dogs, and just like 2 of them cut up? Like it's fucking. That's a fucking meal. Maybe 2 if you're good. I'm not. that's 1 meal. I'm like, yo, let me fucking kill this thing. People say, oh, you relies on Reila too much. I disagree. I think they're just jealous. Well, I mean that's true. I do not. I'm the one that does all the work in Final Fantasy 11. It just like now, for example, it's a bad fucking example because I'm letting you guide me to the next task, and I would not want to take that away from you. Ah, fuck. Mount, Noble Chocobo. Look, there can't be 2 navigators. Let me just, like, early in the fucking adventure, I feel like we did that. And it was a waste of fucking effort. Oh shit, what the fuck? Are we straight too far from Lair Reeve? Why am I being discharged? Why are we... I've returned to Lair Reeve. What the fuck? I ignore the Reeve, right? I'm now unable to participate for Reeve. I like the Mog tablets or whatever the fuck that was. It's just crazy to me that people do them. No, we gotta make sure we get the free warping for my fucking nation. Like, I'm grateful that people do it, but I would fucking never do it. Damn, this bitch is badass if you got this far without dying. Look, Count Monte Fisto. It's those buffoons from before. By before, do you mean like fucking like 6 months ago, Arcela? See what's in her hand? That's the mysterious stone Palomio was talking about, right? The spirits must have harbored within it. She's probably carrying it when you first helped her too. Bet they just forgot to mask their aura this time. You know how stupid they are when we encountered them before. Looks like I'm right. Chalk one up for old Arcela. Hume's agonizingly slow. I think I like the 2 previous bitches. The half Elvan, half Hume chick, and then the fucking puppeteer princess. Could you imagine what it would be like if I could remember names? I can't. The Hume's agonizingly slow, such is our lot. Thought I would perish in there. Yes, we did not. Enjoy the freedom we have been given. Hold up, let me actually remember them real quick. There's Lil Set, there we are. And Afmao. Oh, I see, when I put my mind to it, I can achieve things. Sometimes. What? You didn't like the 2,000-year-old Lolly? No, I liked her as well. I think I said this before, was, I hate that when they made her mortal, they like change her personality. It like that doesn't make sense. Like I don't find that believable. That shouldn't have been the case. I feel like that was kind of lame. It's like, all right, now she's typical like shy, woo Japanese girl from an anime. It's like I don't fucking want that. The horror. Never will I return to that den of iniquity. All the spirit just wanted to get the fuck out of the city. And Monte Fisto, she needs our help. Should have aged her up so she's an old woman. We just witnessed her die in front of us. It'd be a little fucked up. Where am I? It's a real bummer of an ending, huh? You alright, Nylene? Now I need to remember her name though. Fuck. See, that was even further ago. Because I remember Lion. because that's a really, really easy name to remember. Rich, there we are. Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good that I can remember stuff. Are you alright, Nylene? I think so. Wait, Princess Arcela? Why are you here? My friend Count Monte Fisto and I came to rescue you from the clutches of the spirits who led you out here. They took control of your mind and forced you to trek into the jungle, didn't they? What? I guess so. I don't know. I'm so confused. That's okay, just calm down. Anything you can remember at all will be a huge help. Alright, I'll try. At first, I had no idea what was going on. I have no recollection of what I've done during parts of the day, and those periods eventually got longer and longer until stone. The light from within Nylene's mysterious stone fades to oblivion. Yes, the stone. The spirits hidden within it and would periodically force their way in my head, causing me to submit to their every command. At the same time, though, I gained some incredible insight. I'm not really sure how to explain it, except that I was able to share consciousness with the entities controlling me. Share consciousness? Yes, it was as if our minds were connected. I could hear them simultaneously grieve for their freedom and apologize for their transgressions. The words, "Let's return home," and our deepest apologies would constantly ring in my own head. Don't freak out, but I should put you back on your mount automatically when the cutscene ends. I think I hit a dismount command, though. Even our emotions seemed linked, for I would sometimes begin shedding tears for their plight, even though I resented what they were doing to me. It was surreal, like crying in a dream. My heart still aches thinking of what I say while in that state. That's like one of those, like, chicks that, like, go to Africa and then get raped and then, like, come back and they, like, apologize to their fucking, you know, rapist, or, like, die and their parents do that. They're like, look, they didn't know any better. They're impoverished people. The fairies apparently got separated from their brethren while frolicking about in the woods. Then a pioneer or someone stumbled upon them, which sent the sprites into a panic while they hid inside that rock. You were able to learn all that because your minds were linked? Yes, I almost wish I hadn't. Well, I'm glad that you emerged from it unscathed. Your parents should be even more relieved when they see that you're alright, so let's get back. Look, if I get killed by immigrants at my funeral, I want you to yell the slurs. See, that's the way we should do it. Honestly. Who knew that we and the spirits of the forest could share memories and feelings? If Nylene could do that with forest spirits, then perhaps my brother... Sorry, forget I say anything. Neither the time or place. Anyway, we need to take Nylene home. There should be a frontier station around here if my memory serves me. Yeah, we fucking were just there. And they say my memory's bad. Alright, Reila's correct again. Oh, also, you know, I was thinking of the ranking. Because I might move 11 and 8 above 3. It's not that 3 is bad, it's not. It's just that, the people that, like, complain about that, like, yeah, it really does, like, pigeonhole you into certain, classes. But, like, it really does. But the vibes of 3 are awesome. And in between those fucked up boss fights, it's really, it is fun trying to fuck around with shit, even though some of the classes are ass. It's the discovery aspect's fun. And there's not, like, too much replay value, but, like, I could envision, like going back to it in a couple of years, maybe the pixel remaster, and just, like, with the knowledge... Maybe like optimizing a run, you know what I mean? So I probably will like fuck around with my placement of that one. Not fist mounts. But apparently the pixel remaster of 3, like, it does tweak a lot of the jobs. The same way that, like, you know, it smooths out a lot of the rough edges of Final Fantasy 1 and And same thing with Final Fantasy 2, so it kind of like loses a little bit of its identity in the process. Like there is value in playing the original Famicom versions of some of these games. But one thing with the pixel remaster I've noticed with Final Fantasy 3, and this is kind of like bizarre, but I feel like I've heard someone make reference to it, but like the Dragoons in 3, they're supposed to be like in this like crazy ass gold armor. But then in the pixel remaster, they're like darker than the Dark Knights, and like I feel like I've heard one or two people like reference that of like, did they like fuck up the palette there? Like maybe the color palette of the Dark Knight, the Dragoon, they swapped them, because it really does seem off there. Yeah, it's not like the ranking is, you say, oh, FF3 is a bad game, just for the other games more. Yeah, and that's kind of like where I'm at, though, is like 8 and 11 do have more... I don't know, I think they're like, oh, this is the right answer for this section of the game. Whereas 11 and 8, and a lot of the later Final Fantasies are like, play however the fuck you want. Except 13, that game sucks Donkey Kong out of a turd straw. Yeah, and 2 and 16 as well. And 16, once again, it's like in isolation of like, oh, here's like 5 hours worth of gameplay, 10 hours even, maybe even 15. It's like, you know, it's fine. The game is very strong in terms of like demo. It's a very strong demo kind of game, but then you prolong that over the course of 80 hours, and you're like, what the fuck were they thinking? Holy shit, like the cracks show. It's like, you know, if I like stood and observed the Mona Lisa with a magnifying glass over the course of like 50 years, I'll probably find a lot about it that pisses me off. But that's kind of how the game, like the devs forced you to experience 16, is just way too much of it. Anyway, Nylene, I'm so happy you're okay. Arcela, thank you so much. Damn it! She really wanted to like fucking like crucify some motherfuckers like Caesar's Legion in New Vegas. We are eternally grateful for what you and your frontier friend of yours have done for us, Princess. Oh, I almost forgot that the pioneer friend of yours, Count Monte Fisto. Her name's Count Monte Fisto. See, MMO ideas just don't work in single-player games. No, they fucking don't. It's just, like 16 is one of the most criminally padded games I've ever played in my life. That's not a fucking over-exaggeration either. Oh, no, 16 does not have elemental weaknesses. There's no elements in 16. When you have the homies equipped, it just changes the color of the projectile and the effects, but it's still doing magic damage. Which isn't like a damage type. It's not like, oh, they're weak against magic and they're resistant to physical. No, it's just what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, like peppering damage. I don't know. There's a word for that I'm just blanking on. But yeah, it's like everything, like this is what I said. Alright, we're gonna go into it briefly. If you look at all of the press releases leading up to 16 and all the design philosophy for 16, right? Let me just read this real quick. Thank you as well, Monte Fisto. This reward may not be commensurate with that which you receive in the Middlelands, but is all I have on hand. See, Final Fantasy 14 doesn't have elemental weakness either, so it gets confusing if you're Black Mage and use fire against Ifrit. Yeah. Well, so if you look at all like the press release leading up to 16, and then like how they were like advertising 16, and then just the design philosophy of 16, they were like hyper focused on trying to maximize the appeal. That's kind of that old adage, right? Where it's like when you try to appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one, right? You kind of want to have a market, you want to have a niche. You can't be like, oh, this is for everyone, because then it becomes bland and unremarkable. That is 16. They didn't want too many RPG elements. They didn't want elemental types. They didn't want it to be too hard. They wanted to be able to play itself. They didn't want too many difficult spikes. They didn't want to alienate people that like more passive gaming. They didn't want to alienate people that only like the action stuff. They didn't want to like, I don't know. I always think of the the Karate Kid bit where he's just like, Denya-san. Karate like road. You can be on either side, but in the middle, squished like grave. Karate same way. Karate do? Okay. Karate don't? Okay. Karate maybe? Squished like grave. Right? You wanna choose a fucking side. You can't just fucking be this wishy-washy fucking bullshit. They want to compete with AAA games. Yes, AAA games suck. Yes, they look good, but they're all samey. Yes, and they're all passive cinematic experiences that are inoffensive. But they're offensively inoffensive. It's crazy. Oh, I hate it. Anyway, I apologize for the inconvenience I've caused you to, and may you never have to endure an ordeal such as this again. And maybe Mother can stop nagging you about getting suckered in by shady vendors. Worry not, my love. I shall never purchase another obscure bauble as long as I live. God's right, Palomio. There are likely ponzes upon ponzes of potential dangers lying in wait within the hinterland. Until we know exactly how upsetting them will influence our own lives, we best be careful. This girl speaks the truth. It is best to let sleeping chocobos lie, so you must never venture forth into the jungles again. Please don't put words in my mouth, that's not what I'm saying. Either way, it seems that what was afflicting Nylene is no more. If that's the case, then there's no reason for me to stick around. Goodbye. I too must take my leave and inform Hildebert of what's transpired. I forget which one Hildebert is. Neither of those two is willing to give an ilm. Is there nothing we can do to get them to cooperate? Nevertheless, I can't believe your intuition now, Monte Fisto. If you hadn't told me she was summoned to the forest by spirits, I would have never noticed the aura in the house. Nylene would also still be alone, confused in the heart of Hennefield. If we'd arrived even a few minutes later, he might have been eaten by goddess knows what. Yeah, you're rather sloppy. I can't take her after this. Yeah, you're a piece of shit. What? Why can't you take her after this? Wait, so someone gave you the idea when you found Nylene in the battlegrounds? Who could that be, I wonder? Spindly guy, gray hair, looked decrepit. Black as a morning veil, white as a velk slobber. Mysterious mantle. I think he had a pimp cane. I think you have your facts messed up, Monte, so no one I know in Adeline fits that description. Let me think. Well, the only mysterious guy I know of always wears black and has a pitch black personality. I bet you're thinking of Theodore. That makes sense, seeing as he's lived on the old book mainland for quite some time. Thousands of years, in fact. I'm sure he's sure to know some things we don't. Yes, he would. Hey, Count Monte Fisto. Do you think we should ask him about my brother? Maybe you can shed some light on that situation, too. It's like, oh, Theodore, the fucking immortal ancient vampire from fucking ancient times. Yeah, him. Alright, you could see how I thought maybe you were talking about someone else. Count Monte Fisto, I just wanted to say I believe in you. I know you can figure out what my brother wanted to tell us. I'm not going to pawn off all responsibility to you, though. I'll search for Theodore in my spare time as well. Till we meet again, Count Monte Fisto. I don't know that bitch. He's crazy. That meddling princess and her adventure pet. I feel as if they made it their personal mission to assassinate my character. Nothing ever good comes from being in the same room as them. Ah! Alright, Ingrid, calm down. You can't have Vortimir getting wind of what happened. Not after you promised him you wouldn't make another mistake. Let the Middlelander be. When all is said and done, no one would lend an ear to the money-grubbing outsider. The true threat of the Exorcist's resurgence is the princess. Mark my words, Arcee la vie Adeline. Soon enough, you shall regret ever having crossed Ingrid the Merciless. That says we need to wait an in-game day for the next mission, so let's check and see if we can progress first. Yeah. It's only halfway through the day. It's not too bad. Either way. If it was like 3 in the morning, that'd be a little fucking gay. Little fucking gay. It will be Leviel. Alright, come on, you little fucker. Now, which one was Leviel? Is that the Pioneers Coalition? I won't tell you. Hold up, I think so. Yeah, I remember. My point is that our sealer may feel alone, but she's not. As a representative, stick by her through thick and thin. I can't. Alright, you wanna go grind some gay shit? I'm down for whatever Reila's down for. I mean that in the gayest way possible. Job points or merit points? Job points, because merit points will come with the job points. And let's see, what we got? Categories. Got 6 points in there, 10, 1, 10. Monk be maxed out and shit, yo. Alright, more merit. Let me also, I was using some shit here. I forget what the fuck. Is it facility ring? I think so. No, that has 0 charges. Prizek ring? Yeah. Well, that's equipping. Let's head over to more merit. Yeah, so I still really like 3. I still think 3 is better than the first 2 NES games and not as good as 4. But that doesn't change. It's just that that like part of my list. Like Final Fantasy 3, 11, 8, and 15. Like the tragically flawed section of the list, you know what I mean? Where it's like they do some really, really good shits, but then they do some really, really retarded shit. And 3's retarded shit is having some like jobs be actually pointless, and then being like, oh, you this boss. It's like, all right, whatever you're doing, fuck you. It's like, well, how could I have known that? It's like, you wouldn't have. I mean, some parts do tell you, like, oh yeah, you'll need a scholar, but then they don't really tell you, like, oh yeah, also all of your fucking melee units are fucking worthless here. Like, well, I wouldn't have known that part. But because there's no checkpoints in the dungeon, now I have to go through the dungeon again, because I didn't realize Hein had infinite evasion. For any fit physical. So you need like black mage, scholar, white mage, red mage. So that's kind of what I'm going to be going for. But then I was saying while I was putting something about in the Discord after the previous stream, because I was like, man, I was spamming steal with a thief after I unlocked thief for like the entire stream, and I stole 1 potion. Maybe 2 potions? I forget. Which, you can get enough money to just buy a potion. You can buy probably like 3 potions, maybe even 4 from 1 battle. So, but then I could also just have my homie contribute in battle. So yeah, I looked that up. It's 2% per level and per job level. So when you first swap over, your percent chance to steal at where I'm at in the game. No, it's 2% per 5 levels, right? So starting, I have 6% chance of stealing successfully. And then after getting thief up to like 15 for the job level, then it becomes 12% chance of stealing. And what you can steal in that game is potions, which I've already kind of surpassed, and I can just buy them if I want to have a stack of 99 for a dungeon. Like, it's fascinating. Apparently they get better later on when you get access to, like, the moon ring blade and, like, boomerangs and shit. That way you can attack them back row, but then they do admittedly have the ability to flee, which running in 3 really, really sucks. Because your defense drops to, like, 0 when you try to run for that turn. And then you can fail otherwise. So usually by running, you're just gonna get fucking asshole annihilated. So there is, but then you're wasting a job slot just to have a homie in there, but then everyone bitches about the end of 3 being like, oh, then you have to grind for a while. It's like, well, you wouldn't have to grind as much if you didn't run for battles, and you need the money anyway for all the jobs. So it's like, just don't have a thief. It's kind of my takeaway. Hey, look at that, I got a merit point. Look at that, I remember to throw the shit away. Are you proud of me? I just want you to be proud of me. That's all I wanted. That's all I ever wanted. Alright, do you want me to grab one? Grab one by the pussy. Wait, what's that rapper doing? Are you serious? Get the fuck away from me, bro. Provoke. Oh, dude, what a sick fucking ability, bro. Get out of my way! Chance Toto over here being like, no, you got this, bro. be tanking all this shit. I'm the best, man. I did it. Oh, speaking of which, let me, it's been a while since I actually looked at my weapon skills. Job 3 sort of thing. That's not it. Hey, job point and a merit point. In a hand, 426. Guarding 480, evasion 404. Thank you. There's some pretty high stats, bro. Me shocker myself. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Heal for 500 plus HP, 62 out of 100. That hurts. Oh, they're fucking. Should I get in a raptor? I guess they're also Apex, right? Move the camera away from Shantoto's balls. Can't move, can't move. And then other way, there. Just a little bit away from Shantoto's balls. I don't need much. Surprised at how stable the stream is today. Alright, we'll be grabbing every one of these motherfuckers. 4 merit points, 2 job points. Fuck yeah. That's crazy that it's like master job levels afterwards. I still can't fucking believe that. It's literally hurts my fucking brain. Like, look, we have to satisfy the autists that only want to max out one character job, or they've already mastered all of them. Fuck. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. If you could heal me, please. I'm dead. When and how did that happen? I like looked at my HP and it was like almost 0. That's crazy. I don't know what the fuck happened that dropped my HP so low. I blinked and it was fucking dead. I'm assuming you don't have hit raise. You dirty motherfucker. Getting that job point and merit point without me. And also making me pick up a sacred kindred crest. So I'm gonna assume you don't have a race. Yeah. You let the team down again? It'd be cool if I can use the Nexus cape. I don't think I can though. I think I tried it before and it just didn't work, even though I've been there. My fault the trust didn't heal you. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I was kind of surprised too. Usually they do a very good job keeping my ass alive. Got points I got. And plus 2, so I'm at like 15. That's crazy. That's only like 0.1% the way to master level. Kinda fucked up. Goes this way, I want to say. Yeah. I think overall, like, it's kind of like looking at the areas, plot, kind of what you're actually doing, the shit it adds. Probably Ottergon is my favorite, followed by Xylart. This and Tears of the Goddess kind of even for me. I guess I'd like the plot a bit more for Goddess, but yeah, just kind of the areas you go through maybe a little bit less interesting because you've kind of seen it. There we go. There we go. Let me get all the enemies. Let me get all of the enemies in my asshole, baby. All 20 of them. I'm bringing friends. Are you ready for me to bring my friends with you? Reila, are you to the left? I think you're to the left here. I'm gonna assume you're to the left here. Good thing I'm really fucking strong. Rayla, check your map and let me know if I'm getting closer. Yeah, I'm super close. Rayla, get ready to kill all these things. They're the one you want, not me. Oh shit, wait, stop punching, stop punching. Disengage. Motherfucker gave me a miracle. This motherfucker gave me another mirror point. Alright, let me, make this turtle angry. Camera angle we want. Yeah, that pissed him off a little bit. I mean, that piece for both. The charged up fist is all it is. Give a second for MP to heal. Intraceal feet. I'm guessing I don't need these. What the fuck are Intraceals? I'll throw out the scholar testimony if you're gonna be a dick about it. In Rayla's mind, he was being a condescending dick about me carrying the scholar testimony. Stop caring about the dumb inventory. It's not stupid. It means a lot to me. I got the mattress bell. Isn't that cool? I'll get one of these fuckers that's gonna kick my ass. What do you think about the Star Fox news? It's interesting just in the sense of, like, they never bring up Star Fox anymore, but aside from that, I don't know. That's kind of rolling my eyes at the fact that Star Fox is before again, which I love that game. But how many times can you re-release the same fucking thing? It's just like, what is going on there? Yeah, that's glitched out. Stop. I really wanted me to use the mouse to select the target for that. Yeah, I didn't look too much into other people's like views on the Star Fox news. I don't know, I can only do so much of that in a lifetime. Other people's views on video game news, but I don't know, at least there's something. I'm not gonna be buying a fucking Switch 2, but if I ever did, that would be a game I would get for the fucking thing. There's also the Slay the Spire 2 shit with Anita Sarkeesian. As long as the game's good, but like, not really sure why the fuck they bring Anita Sarkeesian on board. Seems like exceptionally retarded. So I can understand why people would be mad if they gave money to that fucking game and then they're like, alright, we put some of your money and help pay for Anita Sarkeesian's rent. I think that's too, motherfucker. That's why I don't crowdfund video games, frankly. Especially in the modern fucking day. Yeah, I'm thinking one more would fucking seal the deal. Oh shit, I need fucking experience shit. I need gay experience shit. Alright. Silly ring, that one's still... This is 1 of 1. Does that mean it's still charging though? Maybe 0 of 1, or is it just the 1 of 1 as in like it's infinite? Yeah, alright. I just want to make sure. Having a moment. Those are rare for me. Experience, I got the caliber ring if I needed it. Do your monthly quest so you can get the endorsement ring. What is the endorsement ring? It's like another physic ring. Got it. Alright. Fuck yeah, get over here. Speaking of which, that's the one movie that I'd actually be interested in, like, seeing. Possibly in theaters, even. Mortal Kombat 2. It probably won't be good, but I mean, I'm like a fucking sucker for Mortal Kombat, bro. I did see the first one. I've complained ad nauseum about the disrespect they've done to Melina. Where she never wore the fucking mask, and like, dude, the effect looked like absolute shit. She just had like poop smeared on her cheeks. And she was mixed, mostly black. I don't know. Alright. So where are we at then? 3 of these bitches? No, only 2. Oh, that's so gay. That's so gay. Alright. It's fine. We got a bunch of bear points too. Homo. Queer. Oh man. like all right, low camera on a dolly moving backwards as they fucking walk menacingly towards you in the locker room. Oh man, that's fucking great. All right, let's walk back. Whoa. That's crazy, man. It's just the idea of like how much you'd have to do to like start on master levels with just one job. And then these sick ass motherfuckers have done it with every job. It's like actually incomprehensible to me. That is so much fucking time in one game. Alright. Home points. Forgot Fisto. They also probably botted for it. Yeah. Which then just begs the question of like why. Just to do it. Why do people climb a mountain? Because it's there. Alright, what are we doing? This way. Alright, Levy, you fuck. Well, this isn't Count Monte Bastok. I'm looking for more trouble, no doubt. I had something for you to do, but my slate's as clean as the waters of Fontes Azanira. But wait, you're not really here to see me, are you? Yes, I came to give my regards. Aw, oh, come on now. Our conversations are business related. Why would this be any different? You know I'd be happy to tell you anything I can. No, I'm looking for something. Another one of your manhunts, is it? Theodore, you say. Oh, right, that fuddy-duddy who always dressed like he's headed for a funeral. Funny you should mention him. One of my buddies who fancies himself adept at games of chance was talking the guy up a few days back. Something about counting cards and loading dice. Bah, I tuned him out. But if you're looking for Theodore, I'd check at the Mummers Coalition. Besides, with that dour look plastered on your face, you could probably use a bit of relaxation. Altana loves all her children, but it wouldn't surprise me one bit if that expression makes even her think twice about giving you guidance. Off you go. Lay your hair down and gamble away some gold. Everyone needs an escape now and then. Okay, Fisto, here's a real question. Do you want to play the minigame or skip it? Is the minigame fun? I'll even give you a little bit of it so you don't have to worry about spending your hard-earned gold. Ah, don't get enough time off here, so I'm counting on you to have fun for both of us. I don't know, I plan on skipping it. Is it time-consuming? Yeah, it's probably worth skipping. It's a card game. Would it be fun? Let's. Do we have the option of like all or nothing, or would we like would we have to play the shit out of the card game or skip it, or could we like do a round and then if it's and then skip it? Don't skip it, but you can try it. All right, I'll try it, but it'll probably be like one round and then skip if that option is there on the table. Hopefully it is. should we do the crystal or the fucking teleport? The portal, I mean, portal, that side? Is that where we're going? That's where I'm going to skip it, got it. Shit, so where do I go? I'm going to the Mummers Coalition? I don't even know what that means. What mission are we on, by the way? I can also check that on my own. The Man in Black, 3-4. Speak to Mossad. Oh shit, the Mossad's in this game? I'm fucked. They're gonna shoot me in the balls with snipers and then like murder my family and then bulldoze my home. And then they're gonna call me racist online. There we are. There's the Mossad. Wait, it's the fucking mayor from Tabnazia. Dressed for a Matrix Con. There should be a Matrix Con. That'd be awesome. Imagine the smell. It's the smell. I can taste your stink. Well, well, my dear Scotamatic, but so pray tell, how went everything with the young lady you were after? Oh ho, you say you teamed up with our fair princess. The two of you have been seeing a lot of each other lately. I want you to fuck my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter. But enough small talk. What can I say for you today? Do for you today. There we go. I presume you did not approach me simply to stare at my impeccably groomed mustache. Well, you look quite dapper. Can you help with the Ignas issue? A bit of a hot button issue these days. Well, we have had our fair share of dealings of late. Of course, I'm inclined to help you. To be frank, I am grown bored with my lot of late. And all things have their price. As an adventurer, you must understand, treasure means more when you are overcome with adversity to obtain it. When you overcome adversity to obtain it. In exchange for my aid, I would ask you to play a game with me. No, I promise there shall be no riddles this time. I propose a mere game of chance, say boom or bust. One round would leave too much chance, however, I know. We shall make it a best of 5 affair. Should you emerge the victor, I will aid in whatever you seek. What's boom or bust? Permit me to explain the game rules to you. Boom or bust, dice game in which each player competes to get their dice closer to 11 than the other. Either you or your opponent may choose to shoot and roll the dice, stay and do nothing, or pick from 3 tricks up your sleeve. 3 tricks in your arsenal of deception include sneak peek, which allows you to see your opponent's shots, using the old switcheroo and trading shots with your opponent, or forcing your opponent to re-roll a shot of his choice of dice. These 3 tricks will spin the wheel of fortune in your favor, but it is precisely because they are meant powered so we must limit their use to once per game. Make sure you attempt to turn the tables at the right time, or Lady Luck will be the one cleaning the house. Alright, Lady Luck, smile on me, motherfucker. See, you're missing out shooting dice in the alley with fucking Count Dracula. You look a little pale, Count Monte, so feeling the pressure? I jest. This is just a game between friends. There's no need for you to stiffen up like a day-old loaf of bread. Maybe one day I will stream, what? Bloodlines, or what the fuck the game was called. Fuck, what was Vampire Oblivion called again? I'm blanking on it. I'll stream that again at some point. That was a fun game, but I do need time away from it. The talk is over. Let's see whom fortune favors. My thoughts are we only have to wait for you. It's both of us. I might not do it right. Got it. Yet we remain spurred on by the promise of victory, and our hearts race at the moment of thought of agonizing defeat. Could you think of a better way to spend your time, Count Monte Fisto? I can't. It's turn number 1 for your opponent. Alright, opponent shot. Of course they can't animate die. Jesus Christ. Come on, guys. Shot a 2 for a total of 2 on turn 1. I'm gonna fucking shoot on 2, are you kidding me? Come on, come on. Daddy needs a new pair of sabatons. Now turn for your opponent. Alright, 4. What? Sounds 6, right? Alright. She can grab some ground Dracula. Oh, it's beautiful. What to do? Bring it home. It's now turn number 3 for your opponent. That really gets. Are you fucking kidding me? That's 6 for total number 12. Fuck. Well, what I already like. I'm out, right? What would the trick of my sleeve be? So I can switch with one of his, right? Choose your die and exchange it. My 2, and then... No, wait. No, because he might have a 1, right? My 4? Oh, it's random? Well, what the fuck is that? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? You may think you have the upper hand now. No, I don't. I won't cash in those chips just yet. And I guess fold, right? I mean, no. You're rolling snake eyes over and over? Change your 4 with a 2, now my total is 15. He's like, alright, how does that feel? I'm like, well, I'm still out. Stop rolling the dice. Alright, just have to win the next 3 in a row. It's not a big deal. Hollow victory over an apathetic foe leaves a taste no better than defeat. Do not disappoint me. Alright, that's a 1. Oh, you better believe I'm rolling. So that's yeah, so, oh, I just got a 6. Alright. They have a total of 7. Sneak peek. Only 1 of them? What does that help me? The 2 was a 5 for him. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, fuck it, shoot. I got a 66% chance of winning. Wait, I might be able to sit in a room. Alright, so I just have to win the next 3 in a row, Reila. I'll be fine. Oh, he also busted? Oh, wait, I had 11? Wait, I had 11? That drastically changes when you add a good angle to the mix. Wait, how did I have 11? I mean, I guess I'm happy that I won. But even Steven, that is what they call it. Who's they? Close your eyes for 1 second. The tables will inexorably turn against you. It's like an anime battle. Fucking shooting craps between a furry and a fucking vampire. It's great. 5? Fuck. No, wait. That means I can just roll no matter what. Alright, that's an 8. So I have a 50-50 chance. His 6 has been exchanged with my 3. My total is now 11. Thank you? Okay, I can use a trick on my sleeve. I can do a crooked die. I'm glad I'm not helping him. I might be. I mean, I have no fucking clue. Like, when it's all question marks, there's not really any strategy. All according to Keikaku. Please don't have an 11. Oh, dude, fuck yeah, I'm winning. You may have the edge right now, but don't expect it to last too long. Alright, so let's have to win one of the next, like, what is that? 2? No, 6. I can read Roman numerals. You know, it's backwards for a little bit, you know what I mean? It fucks with me a little bit. Alright, so as long as I don't, get a 6, right? Alright, that's a 10. I think I'm gonna stay with that, but I can use a trick on my sleeve. Yeah, what's the point of sneak peek? It's like, okay, I can see something he did. At least a crooked die. Make him reroll the first one? It's so random. We're gonna stay with 10. Hopefully he doesn't switch. His 5 has been exchanged for my 6. Well, fuck, I still can't... I'm not gonna roll on a 9. Oh, dude, this guy... I like how he's been alive for, like, 5,000 years, and he still sucks at shooting dice. Fuck, that's really funny to me. Yeah. I've been playing poker, I've been playing blackjack for 10,000 years. I'm gonna fucking hit on this 20. Alright, a king, you lose. Fuck. Congratulations, my friend. With the look on your face, I was not sure you would make it. Pay my ramblings no heed, Count of Monte Fisto. What is it you wish to discuss? About Ingus, I see. That was more fun than doing the rock, paper, scissors for the max job level. Or max regular level, whatever the fuck it was. Is that so? I think I understand. What you truly seek is the reason why Ingus pointed his twig of a finger at his younger sister. Why, the answer is so obvious that I'm amazed you came to me at all. Who's Ingus? He has a younger sister? Think, Count of Monte Fisto. Was he really pointing at Arcila? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Ingus is Arcila's brother. Alright, I forgot who the fuck Ingus was. Was he really pointing at Arcila? Or something else? Yeah, I was wondering why he was, like, talking shit on Ingus's fingers. I'm like, alright, who's Ingus? And why does he hate him so much? That stick of a man. He ripped my arms off! Shut up, I didn't rip them. I'm sure he... that episode is so good. I'm sure he would be loath to point at another, as it goes against the very basics of etiquette. Begging your pardon, but would you do them a favor of pointing at me? Look at that, we programmed the characters to do that, so you got a Monte Fisto like that. When one points at another, he instinctively goes for the chest. So let me ask you to think carefully. Where was Ingus pointing? Oh fuck, it's gonna be a huge reveal. At her waist. At her pussy, you know it was. But like the Targaryens, or whatever they were called in Game of Thrones. He wanted that familial pussy. Aha, and what, pray tell, is about her waist that Warren's pointing out? He's saying, take that bath, bitch. She smelled like a swamp that day. Her hip bone? Really, kind of Monte Fisto? I suppose you're not strictly wrong, but the sword? For a second to me, I see though it's not the subject of his gaze, rather, what truly caught his eye was the sword she had at her side. Don't you agree? Now, the question you must ask yourself is, what does this all mean? You're a smart woman, Count of Monte Fisto. I sure am. Surely you don't need me to spoon feed you. I don't know about that. That's Reila. That's Reila. What they think about that? His message was intended for you, was it not? I suppose I have a few years on you, but it would be too much for you to expect me to provide all the answers. I'm not an oracle, blessed with the ability to see the truths hidden about the shadows. The best I can do is provide you with tiny insights into the realm of possibilities. Now, if I were you, I would start by finding out all I can about Arceus' blade. Open wide, Fisto. Here comes the blade. Shoot, shoot. And if he had to find information somewhere, where would that be? I'd leave this mystery to the capable hands, Count of Monte Fisto. I need to be spoon-fed. Where's Reila? Reila, explain to me the plot of this game. Explain to me what we did this stream. I already forget everything. Interesting. I think I was saying I was walking around South Beach and there's a dude on a skateboard in lingerie and panties, but like also bald-headed with like head tattoos, and it's very concerning. I was like, what the fuck? Imagine being so fucked up.
I should have left you on that street corner where you were standing.
It's Pickle.
But you didn't. I should have left.
For the 51 months, you sick fuck. How are you doing, Pickle? Is that the right place? Yeah, so. You find Dracula breaking into your house to suck his own dick. I find Dracula breaking into my house to suck his own dick. He kicks down the door and like bends his spine, fucking 180 degrees. You really wanted me to see it. Oh, God. Let's see. Chillin' got a tight headache. Well, that's no fucking fun. I am very familiar with headaches. Hopefully it's a very small one and you relieve yourself of that sooner than later. Yeah, how have you been, Pickle? I got like a crazy ass fucking work schedule. It rotates each month. Tries to stay around the same time area, but I'm learning a lot though. It's cool. Oh, it's kind of Monte Fisto again. And what do I owe the honor this time? The bearded guy in black. Oh wait. What option was I supposed to choose again? The second or the first option? Fuck, I can't hit F. First one, alright. Or Darcy. Ah, you mean the mysterious blade of hers she always keeps buckled at her waist. Ortherson, they call it. Must be something special to have such an enigmatic moniker. I can help you, but my specialty lies in pioneering and colonization. Afraid I won't be much use if memory loss disease. Well, I was like, you said the second one, right? I don't know, man. I don't fucking know what's wrong with me. What's wrong with me? Now, if you wanted to know where you could find out more... Well, look who the cat dragged in. If it isn't Count of Monte Fisto, here in the flesh. What a coincidence. Let me give you a piece of advice. Not as a maester, but as a person. Don't rely on whispers and rumors for information. Look, read, feel, and find things on your own. You're just like my neighbor that lives across from me. What, I'm retarded? Or have dementia? Or yes. And when it comes to reading, well, there's one place in Aslan that stands out above all. Where else? The Selenial Memorial Library. No, he has brain cancer. Jesus. Stop wasting your time floundering around my good-for-nothing subordinates. And follow your way over there. Volumes of knowledge speak more than truths that this moron could ever muster. Did she lose her eye at the glory hole because no glory can be found? Yeah, I'm fucking up gassing. This is a joke, but it's a very fun joke. How'd it go? She won't tell you the full story of how she lost her eye, but no glory could be found. Something like that. It's a fun one. Since I'm already berating you, Levy, stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Not even joking. I saw him Wednesday, asked him how he was doing. He's like, oh, brain cancer. That's depressing. Is there like a chance he'll cure it? Or did they give him like any like idea of fucking likelihood of it, yeah, being cured or how much longer left? I mean, not to be too depressing, but like fuck. But I always like hope for people. Yeah. You think I'm making some kind of joke? We'll see how much energy you have left to mock me after I double your shift and take away your lunch break. But my boiled tomatoes will spoil. So today we've learned that someone cherishes his meals more than his job. No, it's not like that at all. Standing here and providing guidance helps my day shine brighter than the Statue of Altana. And let me bring a little more light in your life by having you come in this light's day. Gotta save me. Monte, Fisto, what are you still doing here? Didn't I tell you to get that scrolling frame of yours to the library? Hut. You think she's like the cousin of like the Sentinel lady? What's her name? Najahim? Narahim? What the fuck was that bitch's name? Naja. Okay. If you don't get out of here right now, let's say my claws would be for a good sharpening. Yeah, Pickle, what you playing recently? I think last time we talked, you were doing some, you doing like some Dark Souls? Speaking of which, I need to finish Dark Souls 3. I know I took a serious fucking break trying to get everything fucking figured out. My life's a mess. Nah, I did too. I just had to like fucking balance out shit. I just had to start getting paychecks that aren't immediately going towards, shit that I have to pay for move and relocation, which is, you know, it's still going. It's almost done. I'm almost there. Selenial Memorial Library. There we are. Visitor's life is in shambles. He can only afford to eat baked beans all day. I mean, it's not that bad. I just have to, like, cook more. But like, you know, after work I'll be driving, I'm like, man, let me hit up that Cuban place and buy some fucking fried plantanos and like a fucking, what was it, some yuca frites and the other fucking Cubano shit. Some ropa veja. And I'm like, fuck, that's another like 15 to 20 bucks gone, motherfucker. But I was hungry. Because you were hungry. Well, now the entire platoon's gonna drop and keep giving me push-ups while you finish that donut. Captain Monte Fisto, it's a pleasure to have you come pay us a visit. Our fair princess is not here today, but I would be glad to assist you in any way I'm able. Arthurson, the sword of the Founder King, you mean? All our books on historical happenings and artifacts are located in the shelves in the back of the room. I have one request, but please do not cause much of a ruckus this time. What kind of character you playing Elden Ring, Pickle? I'll get to Elden Ring at some point. I gotta finish fucking Dark Souls 3. I mean, yeah, I finished the main game, but, you know, I feel like my character's pretty good. It's good enough to get through the expansion. We're going to a gas station, it's like the beginning of Yankee Rose music video. Sometimes. Oh god. Look at which ones. I'm guessing we're gonna have to look at all these. Heroes and Legends of Aslan. Check out this model, motherfucker. You carefully remove Heroes and Legends of Aslan from the shelf. Its red leather covers emblazoned with the seal of the Order of Aslan. In the first chapter, floridly titled "The White Wings of the Swallow Bring Glory into Our House." Give me a bottle of anything and a glazed donut. Good go. contains a vivid description of the Founder King's exploits in Old Booka, as well as a variety of minutiae about royal retainers. This is the crazy thing is in Delaware, there's no booze and gas stations ever. I mean, you know, like I spent like the first half of my life in Maryland, but then probably another like decade in Delaware. So then, you know, working in Maryland, that kind of blew my fucking mind. I was like, yeah, fuck, I forgot booze. Forgot booze exists. Let's see. Founder King's exploits in Old Book, as well as a variety of minutiae of royal retainers. And so it came to be that the Founder King, may his glory blossom eternal, advanced onto the continent with 11 of his most trusted retainers. In one fell swoop, he severed the heads of hundreds of beasts, and the very trees parted before his noble visage, their limbs genuflecting as he passed ever further into the jungle. But the innermost reaches refused to yield to even one so steadfast of will and righteous as the spirits of majesty. But the Founder King looks very similar to Dracula looking fellow there. I don't know. If he could not breach the veil, I feel like it's so obvious that like you have to know. I feel like there's another plot point we were thinking through that was so obvious. Like I'm assuming you're supposed to know that already. Forgive us this game, or FF16 rather. And if you cannot breach the veil, then what hopes does 11 retainers have? One by one they fell to demons with teeth as long as great swords and claws as sharp as daggers. Or brambled vines whose choking grasp injected poison into their retinue's writhing flesh. Sounds like his fucking men got the short end of the stick there, fuck. Only one remains resolute in the face of impending doom. The unwavering Morimar of the Order of Schnedic, whose axe cleaved foe after foe in twain in the name of our king. And then the continent began to turn on them. I don't know, maybe that's contract. I don't know, it's either the king or like the one surviving member of the team. I don't know, we'll find out. What happened to them that day was lost to the ages, yet the Founder King surely stared into the cold gaze of death as he lay beneath the shrouded canopy. I am Dracula, and this is my grave. The D stands for Dracula. Wahaha, please leave my headphones by the reception desk on your way out. What episode? That wasn't the one where they went to the Trenton tar pits to ride the fucking submarine. It's like, well, what did the captain mean by get sexy with them? It's like, nope, we're leaving, meanwhile. God, it was probably like, it was the Monster Man episode. Yeah, it's a real early one, like that one. That's probably why I'm thinking that. This is an early one. Fun one. As the darkness clouded his eyes, he feebly arose his right hand, presented Morimar with his blade and a tiny keepsake, and with his last breath murmured, "Never again shall man set foot into the wilds of Old Booka." Morimar solemnly accepted these gifts as the Founder King bid him return to Alderland in his stead. Morimar hurried back to the city, spreading the Founder King's dying words to all. His duty fulfilled, he marched back into the wilds, never to be heard from again. Alright. Ever go to the library and just read 3 books, just the entirety? They're just begging you to leave. You carefully remove shreds of the royal family, blue cover, depictions of various jewels, paintings, earthenware, and more adorn the tome's faded yellow pages. Ortherson. This blade, specifically a poignard, was wielded by the late Founder King from the age of 6 until his ultimate untimely demise in the wilds of Old Booka. Since then, each of Adolin's kings have kept the blade at their side, not just as a ceremonial object, but as a solemn reminder of their Founder King's dying words. Yo, what's good, CollectedG? How you been? I need to watch the fucking Great Mouse Detective video you posted. Man, that's a good movie. I need to revisit that one. Where's my... Fuck, I don't have my notepad. I didn't fucking put that shit yet. Hold up. Can I just make a little baby note? Is there like another Disney movie or like animated movie we were talking about? I mean, there's a couple. Great Mouse Detective. I think we're talking about Secret of Nim. I never saw that Atlantis movie or the Treasure Planet one. Both I have not seen. I know people watched a lot. Remember the strip teasing mouse from that one? Yeah, they put a bunch of horny shit in those old movies. I don't know. What are some other like animated deep cuts that were like really fucking good? Anyway, it's over. It's possible when Walmart was open 24 hours, I went in there and read a Stephen King book front and back. That's crazy. That's hardcore shit, bro. Yeah, I mean, I can like read quite a bit, but like you know my attention span. I'll usually do like a chapter, like 3 at max. I mean, that's fucking rare. I gotta like be really into the fucking thing. In more recent history, the delusion of the monarchy means that no one man has ruling authority over the city, yet each Grand Chancellor has continued to uphold his most ancient customs. Owing in large part in the circumstances of the legendary Poignard returning to Adolin after the founding king's fall, rumors abound the blade holds a latent potential within it. Yet none have seemed to do anything more than hang at its owner's waist. It wasn't a good book, so it wasn't worth it. CollectedG says, me personally grew up with a sequel to an American Tale, Five Will Goes West. I remember Five Will Goes West being better than an American Tale, I thought. I always remember the Comtown bit where they're talking about a trans spoof of Five Will Goes West called Five Will Grows Breasts. It's like, Papa, I want to be a woman. I'm growing breasts now. I want HRT. I feel like that would be a good movie. Man, one day AI will be good enough where I can be like, hey, ChatGPT, can you make me animated Five Will Grows Breasts? And make sure it's PG. I don't want it too dirty. It's like, all right. 2 hours later, your fucking movie's ready. You fucking degenerate. I'm like, yes, perfect. What the fuck was I just gonna say? Oh yeah. Talking about Mega Man in the Discord. I gotta like, I now really want to fucking move back onto Mega Man X3. Which, once again, I played before, but I've streamed Mega Man X1 and 2. I love 1 and 4 are my favorites. 2's pretty fucking good though as well. But yeah, 3, it's been a little bit. I'll give it another shot in the mouth. His Majesty and the Golden Beast. A colorful illustration meant for a younger audience depicts a 3-yalm-tall beast of unknown species, rearing up on its hind legs to confront a battle-ready Founder King. Five Will Goes West was the movie that taught me what the word mirage was. Yeah. I remember that moment. Yeah, where they see the water in the distance and they just keep walking. That's a fun movie. It was. And the biggest monster Adolin ever did see rose up and barred its teeth at the king. How big was it? Why, it made even the biggest mountain look like the tiniest vermin nest. The Founder King's head nearly fell from his shoulders, straining up to look at its face. Its fur sparkled in the light of the bright sun above. Its claws were bigger and sharper than even the king's sword. Alright, this is probably gonna be the boss of the expansion, I'm gonna assume. Leave this to me, the king bellowed as he shielded his friends. And so he fought the beast all by himself. They fought for 7 days and 7 nights until the beast finally apologized for making the king mad. Who are you? The king asked. My name's Terracon, the beast replied. So, Terracon, what is it? You lost, which means you must obey me. Of course, master. I feel bad for making them have black voice. I didn't know where it was going. Well, yes, master. Now I do, and I'm still doing it. And that's how the big scary beast came to travel with the king deep into the jungle. The Boo-Beam boss completely derailed any enjoyment I had of MM2. Mega Man 2, Boo Beam. The Boo Beam boss. Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 Boo Beam boss. What, like Yellow Devil? Boo Beam boss. Boo Beam boss. Boo Beam boss? I remember some of the Wily parts of, oh. Yeah, I mean... Alright, so once you know it, it's not that bad. That's where you're using Crash Bomber to break the, like, it's a puzzle of how to get through it. But, first time playing through Mega Man 2, yes, it is horseshit, because you're gonna run out and it's like, alright, well, I guess I have to stand here and die. And you have to, like, game over to get a full charge and go through the whole fucking level again. Yes. I'll agree it is bullshit. You're not wrong in, like, feeling like that's bullshit. 1 and 2 both have some serious bullshit parts. I think fighting the clone Mega Man is really, 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 really bullshit. It's like a race to the fucking death. I don't know why I like 3 more than 1 and 2, if I'm being honest. Anyway. Did you find what you're searching for again, Monte Fisto? All volumes, tomes, and treatises ever published in Adalin find their way onto our shelves. If it exists, you'll find it here. You wish to learn more about our princess's sword? Would that I could help you further, but if what you seek is not located in our annals, then I'm unable to do so. Perhaps the one who knows the most about the blade would be its wielder. Princess, we haven't asked her yet? The fuck? Princess, oh, are we shy? Princess Ursula herself. I had an inkling that my words would bring out the book word into you, Count of Monte Fisto. I was thinking back on our conversation, recalled an old legend told about the blade in question. I'm pleased that I found you before you departed. Is your research complete? Oh, then I have impeccable timing. Tell me, have your studies borne fruit? I am quite interested in hearing what you have learned. Then we can discuss this legend of mine. The Selenial Memorial Library shines once more. A veritable treasure trove of information, to be sure, and your discoveries will help put this in a proper context. Also, I think Mega Man 3 has both Hard Man and Top Man. So, you know, it's the gayest one, so it also gets points for that. To be sure, your discoveries will help me put this proper context. Let me regale you with the tales I've heard, though they may differ slightly from those what other sources tell. In an Ijuan's shade deign in his land, the wards of the forest shall flock known the lame of the murk blade, yet only with the ore of the swallow's witwork. Hence, one of the white feathers shall flourish in the sword sixth. You seem perplexed, Count of Monte Fisto. Like most legends of old, the words themselves are quite tangled, wouldn't you agree? I have faith that you can puzzle it out. Think of it as a mental exercise that may aid you in your quest. Fare thee well, Count of Monte Fisto, as my task for the day is done and my games of chance await. Oh, guys, you missed when I was shooting craps with Count Dracula. He's been alive for like 5,000 years and he fucking still sucks. It's pretty awesome. I cloned Mega Man 1 boss is easy for me. Just use Fireman's power and he'll knock back my circle. I mean, that's how you beat him. Is to use the Fireman boss, but like figuring that out, and even then, it's a little bit of Rochambeau, just, you know, Carbon style, kicking each other in the nuts as hard as each other can until he hopefully goes down first, then you move on with your life. Like, I've gotten good at it over the years, so like good in air quotes, but it still hurts my asshole. Reila. Is Reila died of old age outside the library? Waiting for me to read the entirety of Stephen King's, Dr. Plow Trishbach at the castle gates. Oh. Look at Raylo walking by me. Do you even had time to change his name? It was Mr. Mercedes. Plow Trishbach. Book by Stephen King, Mr. Mercedes. It sucked. I'd never even heard of that one, probably for good reason. I heard that a lot of Stephen King's work sucks ass. Like, he has a few decent ones. Man, fucking, yeah, Lon's fucking tall as shit. Hey, baby, why do they call you Plow? Only enough Fuzz talked about a few years afterwards and loved it? Of course he did. Well, I'll be. Look who it is. Wait, who are you again? Heavens. Where was it I saw you? Let me think. Was it the place, the thing? Alright, one of the pioneers that's on everyone's lips. Was it Count Monte Fisto? Hooray, I got it. I just knew I would. But sweet mercy, there's no time for small talk. You wouldn't happen to have seen the princess, would you? Why, I mean, Arcila, silly. But you knew that, didn't you? So you haven't. Ah, dear, what a terrible conundrum. You don't suppose you ran off into the forest again. Why would you go in the forest? Well, to be honest, I'm not sure either. I thought you would know better than I, after all. Maybe you seem to have been through a lot together. She tries to smile and laugh it off, but let me tell you, under that happy exterior, she's suffering inside. Yep, I mean, have you heard about her brother? He's a fucking tree! He's just so adorable. I just want to squeeze him and bite those little toes off. What? It's rare hearing a woman with a foot fetish. Usually that's just the most degenerate of men. Oh dear, I didn't say that. No one can prove that I did. Ahem, be that as it may, Arcila is stricken with worry. And not just for her brother, mind you. You should hear all the ruckus when the pro and anti-colonization factions happen to meet in the halls. It tears at her so much that I cannot blame her for wanting to escape from the castle. It was just like back then. Back then? This is the only story I heard from my mother, who had been nursing Arcila after she was born. This was before Ingus ascended to the Grand Chancellor. Ingus was quite a clever young man, but still, a child is a child. His father was always droning on to him about whether or not colonization could recommence. The castle grew dark, and the tension was so thick he could stab at it with a fork. Arcila always puts on that brave facade of hers, but she detests such heated arguments. She's always been quite sensitive and delicate, you see. So one day she said enough is enough and left the castle for the wildlands. Imagine, such a place dangerous even for prepared adults, so what hope could a young child have coming back alive? Of course, a search party was dispatched as soon as they figured out what happened, but no one could find her. Everyone had all but given up hope when, 1 week later, one of the soldiers found her asleep in the grassy meadow, one of the few places where light shone to the forest floor. Arcila was surrounded by all manner of fauna circled around her frail form as if protecting her. The stream died briefly. Arcila was surrounded by a manner of fauna circled around her frail form as if protecting her. The tale goes that when the party approached her, the beast did not attack, but slowly left, one by one, receding back into the tree line. But it gets stranger. 1 week she had been in the forest, yet there was not a single scratch upon her pale skin. Her tummy gave not so much as a single rumble. And what's more, Arcila had a single memory of what she'd been doing during that time. The only clue was a torn piece of cloth marked with a peculiar sigil that clutched tightly in her left hand. Let's see, the sigil? Sigil, why, I was just a sweet, innocent young girl, barely about to blossom to a stunning young woman. How would I know about that? Jesus, that fucking stream is like really having a fucking pain in the ass trying to get back up, bro. Internet, please. Lily, please stop making that face. Well, when they saw the sigil embroidered on that piece of cloth, the heads of the 12 orders stood straight up on their chairs, so I heard. Hildebert. Hildebert said in his usual stuffy voice to think that he would bring such shadows unto our fair city. In other words, all those bigwigs felt that this man, whoever he was at Arcila's side, all too mysterious, don't you agree? She came back to the castle happier than anyone had ever seen her. Sorry, I just had to like reread that. Before that, she had been quite a bit of a shut-in, never passing through the castle gates, but she started to walk around the city more after the incident. And when Ingus took on the mantle of Grand Chancellor, she started venturing into Ulbuka more often. And you know what? Things are just like they were then. Never once did the denizens of the jungle so much as breathe on her. It baffles me to the high heavens. Soldiers and pioneers come scurrying back with their tails between their legs, but some mysterious power shields their princess from harm. Though she may be beloved by a certain portion of her citizenry, thanks to those events, there are more than a few who view her with unease. Some even call her the wild-born witch. Ah, poor Arsila. Yeah, no, the stream's struggling. I feel like the game is fine and Discord's fine. I don't know. It could be Twitch that's fucking up. I mean, it's probably like equal parts my internet and Twitch. Why must people say such foul things? There's not a kinder soul in all of Aslan. It burns my blood to even think of it. I'll count on my Fisto. I didn't mean to take it out on you. It's just overwhelming, you know? Now you understand why I believe she must be wandering the wildlands if she's not in the castle. The next time you go to Old Book in Mainland, please bring her back with you. Of course I will. So glad to hear you say that. Don't worry about her so. After all, we live in troubling times. Her brother needs her perhaps more than any of us do. So again, Hey, Altana, what's going on? It's Arsila. She. What's wrong? Out with it. She's been abducted by monsters. What? I like my take better than the take that she was going for, personally. Alright, hold up, motherfucker. I'm curious. I'm gonna grab a drink and also do an internet speed test. Come on, you do. And also, Reila, where we be going next? You let me know. Oh, let's see. Listen, the. Let's see, Twitch. Say Zach Battlegrounds. We got assume Frontier Station. See, my fancy left. Albeit slowly. Once again, it's like I needed internet and I just didn't have the fucking time to like fucking call up every single provider. Like, I just didn't have that fucking time at all. Let's see who can do shit. Yeah, my upload speed right now is like 0.3 MBS. Pretty horseshit. Download is fine though. Alright. This is why we record while playing though. Look at a good provider. Well, it's not just that, like, a good provider. Just seeing, like, who services the apartment complex. You know what I mean? Which, that's trial and error. Which by the time I get to that point, because anyone I call, they're like, oh yeah, of course we do. Oh, okay, we just do the mobile options. And I don't know how shitty or good that will be until I actually get it. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, I guess I'll try it. But by that point, you're locked in. Also, I feel like mobile shouldn't be that fucking iffy. But like, I got, you know, then I had to like look up like, all right, what's the fucking cell tower coverage by company? And like, I think I tried looking that up, and it's harder than you would think finding that info. Is it the signs of a struggle? Oh, nice. You're so smart, I'm proud of you. Yeah. I try my best, sometimes. Ugh. Why do you, of all people, have to show your unseemly, screamed face around me? What is more unsettling though, is that a creature so base and primitive could possess such unbridled powers. What happened? A tiger happened, that's what. Wow, convenient. We just read that. A gargantuan feline with fur is fetidly arrate as Gil dropped in a gutter, carried her off in its slobbering jaws. The thing towered 3 full persons above us. Never have I seen a grotesquerie of such cloud-cleaving proportions. Not only that, but its deafening roar shook every tree and stone in sight. A single glance into its beady eyes was all I needed to know that this monstrosity would shred Adelin's entire populace to bits to satisfy its uncanny thirst for blood. I swear on my life that I could see those ferocious teeth puncture the princess's fair skin as it whisked her into the jungle. And it was all I could do to stay conscious while I caught a wind of its breath. The odor could only be described as the mephitic stench of death. Why are you here? The stupidity of your question caused my head to throb with pain. What else could we be doing besides searching for the princess? It is only elementary that we expend our utmost efforts to return to the Order of Adelin's most beloved personage to her homestead if she goes missing. I suppose even that concept proves convoluted to someone who knows only how to spill blood rather than preserve it. Of course, another exorcism, riffraff like you probably call them, spookabouts, or something equally idiotic, is necessary, but just when we thought we had found her. Well, this is what happens when your opponent is too craven to face you head on. I do not truly expect a savage beast to understand the concept of honor, but deception and trickery are the only tactics which he may employ to best someone of my caliber. The injustice of it all makes even my visceral organs boil with rage. We were elms away from bringing her home. Brooding about, however, will accomplish nothing. I would like nothing more than to go barreling into the depths of the forest and rescue our maiden in distress, but such stratagems befit no one but dim-witted adventurers who have heard one too many heroic ballads. An organized search party suits the situation best, not a misdirected band of vigilantes. Feel free to play your little game of sword and spell all you want, but we competent adults will return to Castle Adelin to devise a fully thought-out plan. Alright, well, we got the pristine hairdo. It's weird. I mean, the internet's definitely like slow as shit for me, don't get me wrong, but Discord is working and the game is working, so Man, that crab is fast. Yeah, I'll get a different. I'll find out who fucking services like wired cable here for next, like before we start like Final Fantasy 14. And dismount, not follow. There we go. Because I'm gonna take a wild guess that that game is more demanding than this one. I kind of question what the, I guess I kind of understand some of the reasoning. But I kind of question why, like, the general, like, FF11 fan base, like, no, do all the prep work before starting the, before starting Aslan proper. It's like, I'd kind of prefer to the, like, in-between of, like, alright, let's unlock the next area. Have, like, space out the cutscenes more. Because, man, it's a lot. Is it true that Arcila was spirited away? That poor girl. If the latest reports are to be believed, then it's indeed true. Apparently, a behemathic creature snatched her up in its jaws and fled to the jungle's inner recesses. Perhaps snatched up is a tad euphemistic. From what I've heard, gulped down would be much more appropriate. Melvin. If that is the case, maybe she should swallow her pride and relinquish her title of Wildborn Witch. Melvin, you understand just how appropriate that was? My pardons, Gratzig. Still, I get the Mitaru of his argument. She's wandered off from the forest hundreds of times and emerged without even a scratch. Can she sleep weep amongst the fauna all by her lonesome too? She should be fine even if we make like trees and leave her alone. Plus, maybe the Beastaro just mistook her for one of its cubs and carried her back to its den. It's completely absurd to even entertain such a tale. I never knew how true rang the phrase, wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have something... Let me read that again. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something until now. And would you care to impart us your wisdom regarding this incident, Ingrid? I witnessed the whole thing, and I must profess that the walking atrocity in question does nothing more on its mind than to tear our dear princess limb from... I propose that we send a search party for Arcila, which I command as soon as possible. We cannot lose even a moment to superfluous debate simply for the sake of following procedure. You nominate yourself as a commander? I thought that went without question. I have wholeheartedly approved this measure. After what has befallen Ningas, Arcila is the last descendant of the Founder King who can lead our nation to glory. There's no time to waste mustering troops. The Exorcists will be happy to send their unit of elites, which can be mobilized immediately. How weird. Never would have thought I'd live to see Lord Vertimere volunteering to help Arcila, let alone to put his most valued troops at risk on her behalf. Being part of the Founder King's lineage must be even more important than I thought. We'd be ever so grateful for your help, Vertimere. I, for one, place the fate of our nation in your capable hands. Thank you for the vote of confidence, Svenja. We shall not betray your trust. Resultia's plume glows brightly, grabbing your attention. Its deep red hue can only be interpreted as warnings of ominous events to come. Just want to roll up and smoke that little motherfucker. I just had an epiphany. How about we have Count Monte Fisto take part in your expedition? She has traversed the Ulbukan continent time and time again. Her expert knowledge of the field should be an invaluable addition to your squad. With all due respect, Lady Svenja, it would be detrimental for the country to rely upon an outsider at this juncture. He may be from another land, but Arsila has formed a deep bond with her that transcends nationality. I'm truly sorry to heap such an arduous task upon you like this, but would you do us the service of accompanying the Exorcist in search of our princess? Yeah, fuck it, why not? Got nothing better to do. Oh, I cannot adequately express the depths of my gratitude towards you. What a kind soul you are. There's no further debate. I shall set about rallying my unit. But please, I beseech you to keep this incident a secret. We wouldn't want our fair citizens to worry over an issue that is basically solved, would we? Count Monte Fisto. The creatures that skulk amongst Ulbuka's wilds have claimed the lives of many an unprepared pioneer. It may well behoove you to acquaint yourself with your enemy before endeavoring to slay him. Can you acquaint me with the tiger? I must say that you have an excellent sense of humor. Sadly, however, I have been within the city's walls the whole time and know practically nothing about the beast. How can I do that? Why, the answer is right under your nose. The Pioneers Coalition is here to serve pioneers. Though Lord Vortimer may have said to keep this under the table, I hardly think only mentioning a golden tiger will arouse suspicion. However, it does intrigue me that... Never mind. Forget I said a word. I wish you a swift and convincing victory, Count Monte Fisto. Come on, you little fucker. Western Adeline Pioneers Coalition. Let's go, baby. Alright. Let's see here. Where are we going? Right in here? And out of my own personal curiosity, let me just see here. In search of Arsila. And 352. Beautiful. I to occasionally get an idea of how far along we're getting. Howdy, partner. Hope it hasn't been too rough out on the range, so what can I do for you? Talk about the Golden Tiger. Golden Tiger, you say? By golly, I'd be spurring my mount harder than a Witherham dust storm to get to whatever one of those was. Bigger and bolder and fangs like logs to boot. Yeesh. Maybe I'd be better off sweeping the stables. Either way, I got nothing on a BC fitting that description. Maybe the Scouts Coalition does, though. Is that who I have to talk to now? Or did I choose the wrongly? Scouts Coalition. Oh, wrong one. Eastern Adeline Scouts Coalition. Beautiful. I like how the cutscenes range from like 5 seconds to 5 hours. It's nice. Depending on how far you get through a section of the mission list. With Jillian. Alright, this prick in the corner. All documents we've compiled in the Coalition are for public use. Search until your fingers are covered in paper cuts if you want. Wait, is that not who I talked to? Or am I waiting for a cutscene? Is cutscene going to start? The fuck? Fortunately, your stream is so behind, I can't see what's up near your end. I know what a fucking mess it really is. I spoke to the Levials. They should be on looking for leads. I am. And then this next one. Oh wait, there we are. All right, I think it just took a bit to fucking trigger. Jeez. Why, if it isn't Count Monte Fisto? I did not misremember your name, did I? Oh, thank heavens. Ah, the Tintinabulum? You know what Tintinabulum is, right? It's like a little, like, fucking cock sculpture. I didn't know that. So like a fucking... What do they call it? Like fertility carving? I do remember clearly, however, that you were present at the faithful gathering of heads. I'm constantly dangling from a slippery precipice, upon which myriad critical matters hang in the balance. It certainly is a wonder how I managed to remember anything at all. Oh, bear with me. There. Fuck, sorry. Super hard fucking distraction. I'm constantly dangling from a slippery precipice, upon which myriad critical matters hang in the balance. It certainly is a wonder how I managed to remember anything at all. I suppose that it is neither here nor there. I doubt you care to know why it was so hard for me to dredge your alias up from the riverbed of my mind. You carry our nation upon your back as you clear the way for progress, and you are certainly in the process of uncovering where the light from our brightest star has gone. What would someone of your standing want with our Scouts Coalition? But first, let me preempt your inquiry with a corollary. Despite our collective efforts to gaze above and beyond our borders, we still do not know what has become of that star. Oh, but if you do not wish to know of her whereabouts, I have not a clue as to why you're here. I see. That Goliath which towers for teeth and forest thick pelage is what you see. God damn, the fucking, like, words they use in this expansion are fucked up, man. Crazy shit. I see. That Goliath with towers for teeth and forest thick pelage is what you seek. Regrettably, I haven't heard a whit about that particular colossus. The feline part, though, does rub me a certain way. I take it you've heard of Kumhao, the Flash Frost Nakua? All other bestial hellions that stalk the Ubukan jungle look up to him in fear. If there were a creature on the whole continent who'd know this monstrosity's whereabouts, it'd be him. Sorry, I have nothing further to offer, but I cannot imagine you need much more. Where can you meet him? That would be pertinent information indeed. He may be found prowling the banks of a lake that lies within Khmer Drifts and is rent by the cries of deities. Let's see, Khmer Drifts buyback 2. Got it. As you will not be heading into battle, you'll require a special device to make your intentions known. Just a moment. Yeah, it looks like the fucking stream might be popping back up. And I'm getting like 20,000 kilobits down. Or up, rather. What the fuck? It's like, alright, here's all of it at once, bro. What the fuck? Alright, where the fuck that was about? Maybe a cell tower got overloaded? Yeah, I gotta like switch this shit, bro. 20,000 up is fucking crazy. Alright. Anyway, that's fucking distracting as shit. Hey, I gotta fucking think about that later. Here we go. Take this with you when you visit those snowy dunes that lie far to the northwest. The Inventors Coalition developed this tintinnabulum, and it releases a special noise when rung. To people like us, it's as silent as a snow-covered night, but for some creatures, say it gets their attention. I will admit that this is neither an orthodox nor a safe method, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I am loath to put someone who's done so much for our alliance in harm's way, but I cannot think of a more appropriate solution at this point. Remember, emphasize that you harbor no ill will and are only here for the Golden Tiger, and that will stem the tide of his rage and keep you alive, I hope. Good luck out there. You'll surely need it. There we go. But you ever see tintinnabulum? Let me send it your way. Yeah, it's crazy. It's bizarre. Yeah, but it's like it's like I don't know, like a fucking European fucking dick bell. Fucking crazy. And I got the upload speed up again, but let's load the player for chat reading's a little bit weird. All right. So you said Biovac 2 of a place. I think those were your exact words. You said it's Biovac 2 of a place. And like, Reila, that doesn't fucking narrow it down, dude. And all the chat says about fucking you beating shit with a stick. It is crazy to me that you would like go out of your way to like not say like it goes from 655 to 901. There's nothing in between. I'm amazed that you're like my memory shit, but let me change it. Look, I had to show you the dick belt, bro. It was more important than the game. Biovac 2? You said number 2, motherfucker? Bro, that was the one you didn't take me to. I can go to Frontier Biovac 1. It's probably the closest to it, I would assume. Fuck, is it the closest to it? I'm trying to, like, that might be. I'm not sure. Try the next escape. A warp to it and then try the next escape. I love how it's like fucking 0 kilobit per second up, and then like all of a sudden it's like, all right, here's 50, 100,000 kilobits up. Here's all the upload. Oh, all right. You fucking need to go there, bro. That was supposed to be yellow and golden, yeah. Silence that infernal racket. I'm back. Oh, CollectedG, you're not the one who's back, motherfucker. I'm the one who's back. Now, I don't know, like the internet took a big old hit on me. But I was able to stay connected to the Discord and the game. So it's fast enough for that, not enough for streaming, I guess. What business have you in my domain? Think before you speak, or your life will be forfeit depending on your response. Tell me about the golden tiger. The trivial topics are beneath me. They're like, all right, make sure you tell it, please, no harm. All right, tell about golden tiger. I like how I'm retarded in real life, and I'm role-playing as someone retarded. It's great. Is that so? What then is that? Cacophonous device. My ears are still ringing from that horrible discord it produces. If you truly mean me no harm, you will dispose of that thing immediately, or else. Let me guess, you have no idea how loathsome that contraption was. Your panic manner gave it away. What an interesting stratagem. I must praise whoever outfitted me with that bell. Do you know where they took our Celia? What's this? Aslan's figurehead princess has been abducted? Perhaps that bladed vestige of the ancient pact she hangs from her belt is simply for show. Either that or she is hardly the Spitfire everyone paints her to be. Even so, I cannot imagine any inhabitant of the jungle would dare attack her. Except possibly for him. Final Fantasy XI has become Narnia. He is the only one likely to know the whereabouts of the girl. Make for the cave that serves as his den, in the southwestern corner of the drifts, if you wish to find her. Beautiful. Alright, next escape time. Fucking instrumentation. The location and weird music vaguely reminds me of Ocarina. Alright. Nexus Cave. Waiting. See, so I went out of my way to not listen to the full soundtrack of Final Fantasy XI until I, like, you know, had context of the expansions. I'm excited about getting to the point where I can just listen to the whole fucking thing. Probably at work. That'd be relaxing. That's rare that it works, for the record. I'm so used to it being like, no, fuck you. Alright, can I activate the biovac? Where is that? When will it load in? I need to activate it. There we go. Wait, this is number 3, no? They made a 3 for some fucking reason? Yeah, like it just is like, alright, we're sending you from 1 to 3. Get fucked. Yeah, thank you. Looking great. I'll put back on the nigga cape and I'll try to find a way to find you. It'll just be like the ending. It'll be just like the ending of Final Fantasy IX. I'll find a way to find you in the end. I'm gonna guess this way. I'm gonna guess the other way. Reila, I think I know how to navigate on my own, even though I do prefer when you spoon feed me. while we do some AD, what was it, adult baby, ABDP, adult baby diaper play? Is that what the fucking phrase is? Oh, what sick shit, dude. Fuck, man. I played the internet personally. We're bringing all these sick motherfuckers together. The right way? Yeah, alright. Yeah, I remember that place in, fuck, I want to say it was, Formatia, where there's like this ginormous ice area with like a giant fissure in the middle of it, so you had to like zigzag underground. Fuck. I might have to break through this icy palisade. Can I do it on my own, or should I go from underneath? Go from underneath. Reminder that one adult baby diaper lover guy that was featured on Twitch, so the fucking, oh wait, I might be able to go around. The tiger baby role player. I might be able to go around, Reila. I think, maybe, hopefully. Wait, what do you mean you won't? But like on the map, it looks like I can. It's one way. I refuse to believe. I'm not calling you out, Reila. Why do they fucking do this? Why do they fucking do this? It's so cruel, dude. I'm over here, you dummy. Whoa, you were here? Wait, where? Are you buying me? Are you buying me now? Remember, there's a delay. I was gonna go. Oh, fuck, I got a map. I got a map. Reila, that was the way I was going. I like how when XQC was reacting to me, he was like, so I'm not gonna judge. Yeah, I'm not judge. The amount of conditioning of the youth to become like weird degenerate boomers, which is essentially how fucking predators procreate. They fuck up kids' heads during developmental periods so then have copies of them. I showed up just in time to help. Anyway, Reila, how are you? How have you been? Holy shit, we ride these motherfuckers. Ah, fuck. Yeah, let's run. Let's keep running. I'm fine. No, it's fine. They don't do enough damage to be spooky. Hey, wow, we ride these motherfuckers too. There we are. I tuned it. Alright, now let's fucking kick these guys' ass and then, you tell me what's next, baby. I gotta try to figure out where we at. Come out. The Flash Frost Nakul. What are the Nakuls? What are those, like, great fucking, like, earth deities or some shit? Like, earth spirits? What are the fucking Nakuls? I think it's something like that. Hold on, that's not making shit up in my head. Oh, I got a merit point. Ah, fuck, I need to activate. I gotta activate another gay thing, bro. Yeah, we burned through this shit. Berserk ring, another minute. I'd rather wait for that. Oh, well, let me fucking equip it all the same, so that way I remember to use it. There we go. Cool. Alright. So what's next? Forgot to ask, what are your thoughts on the new stair effects? I was saying it in the Discord. I'm always happy to see new Star Fox. I really am. I saw like one dude bitching about the price. I don't know, it seems very pretty. It seems like they added a lot more difficulty modes, challenge modes. Like, if that's not worth... I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, with Nintendo, you're never gonna get shit at a lower price. If you're gonna bitch about that, then just don't support them at all. Instead of just being like, no, I'm gonna pick and choose when I bitch, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna pick and choose when I bitch about that and when I support Nintendo. Like, you should hate them for not having sales in general. But I'm happy there's a new Star Fox. I'm always happy there's a new Star Fox. I'd rather get something Star Fox than nothing Star Fox, frankly. But I am disappointed that it's Star Fox 64 again. Star Fox 64 is the best one. It is. But like, how many times are you going to do that? Because this is like the 4th fucking time. So you could consider the original Star Fox 64, the 3D Star Fox, the 3DS remake, now this. And you know, you only get one game per like fucking 10-15 years, which is insane. But like, you either get Star Fox 64 or you get some weird gimmicky shit that no one asked for and no one wanted, and then no one buys, and then Nintendo's like, well, they don't want Star Fox, I guess we won't make any. It's like, fucking jackasses. No, we just don't want... We just want, like, take the Star Fox 64 formula, expand upon it, and make something new with that. But it's like, for whatever reason, they're like, no, we need to reinvent the wheel again, or just give you the same exact thing repackaged. But I like the bonus modes. I like they were getting something to Star Fox. I do think it looks good. I don't think people should bitch about the price, and if you are gonna bitch about the price, bitch about Nintendo's pricing practices overall, but not like, oh no, I'm just gonna bitch about this one in particular, but not the others. It's like, no, it's like, yeah, it's like going for all of the different routes. You're talking like less than 10 hours of gameplay. I mean, that's how the original one was as well, and that was a fucking full price game back in, on the N64. But now you also have more difficulties and challenge modes and little bonus shit in the multiplayer mode. I don't know. I feel like that's enough for the package. I'd obviously really preferred if it was a lower price. And I just saw that they were raising the price on the Switch too. So that's just even more of me not buying a Switch 2. But if I didn't get a Switch 2, I would get that Donkey Kong game and Star Fox. Those are the only two Switch 2 exclusives that look good and that I heard really good things about. Well, obviously Star Fox isn't out yet, but I heard really good things about the Donkey Kong one. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Star Fox. If only we could get a F-Zero. Oh. We check out the... Oh. Forgive me for thinking this was just a dead end. Thanks, Final Fantasy 11. But yeah, CollectedG, you should have seen it. I was like at like alternating between 100 kilobits up and 0 kilobits up in OBS for like, I don't know, like what, 20 minutes? And then it went up to 20,000 kilobits up. like it gave me all the upload all at once. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Can I get 20,000 all the time? Because then I could do like max quality, always. But yeah, I'll look at other fucking network providers in my area. I just didn't have, when I was like looking for shit, I didn't have time to call each provider, be like, who can use the cable, like the physical cable in my apartment building. I would have to call each one. It's like the fucking landlord didn't know, which is crazy. Could have asked the neighbors, but they all speak Espanol. Have you come to finish what you started? What are you talking about? Just want me to bang it? Sadly for you, I have. Is your head too malformed to grasp the concept of an order, Midlander? I thought I told you to report to the castle if you learned anything. If you had, then I would have let you live. Instead, your paltry attempt to exercise your intellect to seal your fate. Do not take this personally. I did all I could to keep outsiders like you from meddling in this issue between Adelinians. It is what it is. I do like the idea of like a crazy ass fucking witch hunt ass crusade. Count of Monte Fisto, listen to me. The tiger is not your enemy. He actually saved me from Ingrid and her horde. Try reloading. Looking good, but maybe switch and my from the Syria. Anyway, let's see here. Is it true that you found a cure for my brother's illness? Of course, my princess. The answer is you seek lie deep within the forest. Allow me to take a stab at escorting you there. Wait, what? What? Oh, is this a flashback? Alright, this is a flashback, I guess. Where are you taking me, Ingrid? You shall see. What are you doing? There's nothing personal, Arcila. It is only that your archaically conservative attitudes about expansion are starving Adeline of its future. If only you were less of a sniveling waif that could tell to every sprite in the forest, colonization could have gone on unabated. This is Princess Mononoke, and his ideal world would have been realized. Gotta watch that movie. I want some crazy ass fucking eco-fascist bitch that really likes animals. So we get like a, a dog and 2 cats. So I think that's the ideal. If you get 2 dogs, you run the risk of that chick, not taking care of either one, and then you're taking care of 2 dogs, and a human to dog ratio should be 1-to-1. Typical leftist behavior, kill anyone who doesn't follow your politics. I love how, her idea was to, alright, let's take Arcila into the forest, and then from there, we'll kill her. It's like, alright, take the chick that has made a lifelong pact with the entire forest into the forest to kill her. Are you, are you sure about that? I mean, I know your options are either in the forest or, in town. It's always lesbians that get a bulldog and don't take care of it. And dude, that's so many women. I mean, there's plenty of women that take good care of their dogs. Let me rephrase that. But there's so many women that like the idea of having a dog way more than actually having a dog. And then mistreat it or mistrain it, or then just like get their fucking partner, their fucking boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, to fucking raise the fucking thing and do all the fucking goddamn work. And I'm fine with that to an extent when it's a one-to-one dog. But then when my ex decides that she wants a second dog for Valentine's Day, and then I get the dog and he's really sweet, but then he's untrained, and then I have to take care of both dogs at the same time, and walking two dogs at once really, really fucking sucks. And then we split up, and that's fine, because I'll take little baby Layla with me. I kind of missed my train of thought, but anyway, it's just a hypothetical situation like that is always annoying. But yes, plenty of women like the idea of taking care of a dog, but then never fucking take care of a dog. And then if you even like fucking insinuate that maybe they should take the dog for a walk that day, they get fucking extra pissy. My god. Anyway, the tiger saved my life. Once again, not from experience, this is hypothetical. Not me personally, but a friend I knew. Be a good girl and accept your fate already. CollectedG. CollectedG, be a good girl and accept your fate. I knew it would come to this. Try and see if you can protect that whimpering wretch. Little did you know, I need not take one step closer with this. My soul siphon. Alright, she has a necklace that turns her into Shang Tsung. Now that I have this, I have no use for its mortal husk. Withdraw my retainers. It's time to put the next step of our plan in motion. Around elves, watch yourselves. Monte Fisto. A gruff and authoritarian voice booms within your skull. By its fearsome tone, there's no doubt it emanates from the golden-furred tiger. I am Dracula, descendant of Dracula, who once presided over the entire expanse of this jungle. Worry not about the girl, I shall look after her. You only need to concern yourself with pursuing that foul-mouthed shrew. What she would want with the soul of this maiden is beyond me, but I cannot abide its courageous transgression. Take this with you. I will enable you to discern even the faintest thaumaturgical trace of any who have trod upon my territory. That layover, its effects are fleeting at best. Should its potency dwindle to naught, pay me another visit. Oh wow, I can like, I love how he's speaking right now in Final Fantasy XI mechanics. Pay me another visit and I will provision you with another forthwith. There's like a beefed up coral? I think so. Like somewhere in between a coral and a behemoth, I'm thinking. Now wait with you. The longer we wait, the less likely it is we can retrieve her soul. Alright, cool. Alright, I'll fucking ride my coral too. Oh wait, I can't spell! There we are. Spelling is hard when I'm under pressure. Can't sneed. Ah, yeah. Anyway, that's what I need to find. I need to find a chick that's a crazy, eco-fascist who's nice but also crazy and sexual and really likes cats and dogs, but actually likes them and will actually, you know, help take care of them. Once again, I don't want her to do all the work. You know, even like me doing 70 and them doing 30. I'm fine with that. I like taking care of the animals. You know what happens when you take care of the animals? They like you more. That's my favorite part. Before you lies a narrow opening to a cracked tunnel, large enough for one person to pass through at a time, Ingra and the other exorcists likely use it to make their escape. Raising a kid, a lot like raising a dog. Yeah, certain age ranges, sure. But yeah, that's the kind of hey, off the furniture. Well, that's the kind of the important of getting an animal with you know, with a chick is, you know, then you can kind of get an idea. You can see different sides of them, you know. What? Since when did piles of rubble move? Is this Count Dracula's fucking army of demons? I hope so. I hope we team up with the fucking giant animal spirits of Mononoke and also Count Chocula to murder some crazy exorcists. He's about to get raped. You think those are tails? Maybe they swerve under, yeah. You hear that, Count Monte Fisto? It sounded like those thieves are about to meet their maker. Those lithic figures were once deadly beasts. They were petrified long ago, however, by 7 guardians of the forest who had sworn fealty to August and his retinue. But now I fear they. Aslan is pissed. Happy with how your last video turned out. I need to check that out. I need to check that out and the Dragon Quest one. I've just been like so fucked. Just in general, man. I need to fucking maintain the balance. I really do. I'm getting close to finding it. Once I find it, I'll have more me time. Yeah, like even my streaming has gone like way the fuck down. Holy shit. Membership and shit, fish unpacking, my god. Impossible. They are but mere rocks, and I am. Ingrid, you stupid bitch. I mean, why don't we just let her die, honestly? Oh, alright, I'm back out of here. Oh, is it gonna be a battleground? It was a firefight. I'd say when we get to the next wait one in-game day to do the thing, that we call it there. I know how you feeling. Oh. You got Serpe Boost. Fisto would rather hang out with Latina communism escapees than with us. Yeah, I didn't have enough time for that, bro. I don't know. I've just been like getting home, fucking trying to get shit done and sleeping, or like if I have just enough energy, I'm like, fuck, let me just throw on some wrestling real quick while I feed. I need to like time management, but you know, yesterday I got the some Reila license registration, then fucking title change. Oh shit, you summoned Dracula and the lion. You got Aslan, the crazy looking lion, got tiger stripes on it, and no mid. But yeah, but like shit like that where it's just like it's like a whole bunch of money gone at once, and then the anxiety hits a bit. But like that's one of the last like big expenses from fucking moving up and like kicking down the fucking curb. Because I had to like pace the spending. So you like once I have like, you know, I'm not just treading water, and I have even a slight surplus of cash from paychecks. I'll be good. Because then I'll be like more comfortable with like time I have to be like, all right, cool, I'm relaxed. Now I can like stream a little bit or do this or that. But you silenced the motherfucker. It looked like. Or maybe he silenced me, I don't know. Before he does anything. Fuck, I think did Celtians get like 146 damage and that was what killed it? Is that what you saw on your screen? That I got him like 99.9% the way there and then Celtius like poked him with a pillow? That's what it says on my screen. Infuriating. Trying to time it to get all the glory. Why? Why would you even bother saving us? Oh, that's the best way to make a chick good is to use your penis to turn them good. Very low success rate. One day it'll work. I don't need a reason. You need no reason? Because that's why I always find your kind completely foolhardy and illogical. Are all adventures from the Middle Land as altruistic as you? I better drink that. It could be like some crazy teleport juice or some shit. What an utter rout. You hardly deserve to hold on to this under such an embarrassing display, so you may have it back, Monte, Fisto. Know that our Silo had not perished. Her soul was merely been transferred to a different vessel. Once you use this, all shall revert to as it was. With the exception of us exorcists, that is, there's nothing left to us now but to atone for our failures. Alright, thanks for the fucking Shang Tsung pendant. Always fun. Your brother's support is mine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to see that Mortal Kombat movie. It might be like a colossal piece of shit. In fact, there's probably like a good 60% chance it would be. I mean, the first, in air quotes, like what was it, like a 2022 Mortal Kombat movie. That one wasn't bad, but wasn't good. You know what I mean? Like it had some interesting visuals, but also an equal amount of like horrifying fuck-ups. Are they also doing a Street Fighter one? Yeah, I mean, I might check that one out too. I'm just, you know, I've always been more of a Mortal Kombat guy than Street Fighter. Although I've streamed Street Fighter 2 and 5. Right, the wrong cave to call it. Is that the wait one game day for the next mission? Because we should still talk to the whoever gives the game day missions. Because I'm not sure. I'm never sure if it's like before it or after you talk to it. You know what I mean? After that's the next game day. All right, as long as you know for sure. What expansion was it where it was like really fucked up like that? Was that a fucking Pierce of the Goddess, Wings of the Goddess? Yeah, that one was beyond fucked. Even in game it was fucked up. So it wasn't just the wiki, but like both I think were fucked up in different ways. So it made it extra confusing. Jeez, it's fucked up, man. Yeah, as far as like fighting games, so I'm not like a huge fighting game guy, but yeah, probably like Mortal Kombat, Tekken, and Guilty Gear, and not like Smash Bros. Those are probably my 4 favorites. But of what I've played of Street Fighter, I like it. It just... Mortal Kombat, I love the fucking presentation of the world so fucking much. Guilty Gear has this insane style and like OP feeling, and I guess also Tekken is also just so fucking over the top and insane, and just feels good. And I guess I prioritize that badass, as long as it feels like super fucking badass and like that 2000s cool. I guess in the case of Mortal Kombat, I don't even know what the fuck I would call that. It's like heavy metal and fucking horror. Heavy metal plus horror plus like fucking Eastern fucking spiritualism. I don't know. Or Eastern mysticism, I guess is the better word. Oh, it's such a fucking cool combo of shit. Fucking lightning in a bottle. Like, however the fuck they came up with that, like, perfect blend of shit is just amazing, man. Like, do we ever have the idea of like, alright, how do we differentiate these two ninjas? Like, alright, we'll have this one be like evil as shit and have like cryo power. It's like, hey, this is kind of crazy. What about the other one? The other one is just fucking an undead demon. Let's have him rip his fucking face off and breathe fire. It's like, holy shit. It's cool. Cool shit. What about this Jean-Claude Van Damme guy? It's like, alright, he's just an asshole. Let's have him fucking punch dudes in the dick and then, like, occasionally uppercut their heads off. This is brilliant. This is so fucking, it's fucking brilliant. The same fucking year that like Doom came out, right? Weren't both like 93? It's fucking wild, man. You just had like some nerds that were just loved cool shit. Doom original. Yeah, that was 93. Mortal Kombat 1 original. Mortal Kombat was 92. Damn. Get fucked, John Romero and John Carmack. Doom ripped off Mortal Kombat. Yeah, that's a video I should make. just have a real obnoxious thumbnail. Just fucking generate them clicks and bait comments. Don't forget the soy face, yes. Doom 3 is the best Doom game? Exactly. I still need to play Doom 3. I've never played Doom 3. I just know its reputation. I was going to last Spooktober do Doom 64, but that didn't fucking happen. There's still so much Doom. You could be like a Doom 1, like Doom 1 and 2 streamer, and just never run out of content. There's just infinite fucking content. It's crazy. Fuck. Oh wait. Just say Doom Eternal is the best Doom game. Do more people like Doom Eternal than, or do more people hate Doom Eternal, I should say, than Doom Dark Ages? If Doom Dark Ages, some people were, like, mixed on that one. If I were you, Arcela, I would never forgive me for betraying you. Thus, I shall graciously accept whatever punishment you wish to mete out to me. See, it's very conflicting. You know, I played a little bit of Doom 2016, and, like, I don't know, it's like, it's alright. I don't know. Like, I didn't dislike it. I don't know, I feel like there's just something about, like, OG Doom. Just with how fucking fast you run, and then there's, like, the cheesy fucking music. I don't know. And Finisher, I know. We should kill this bitch. Oh, what's good, Gassius? How you doing? Doom 3 isn't a real Doom game, it's a survival horror. Doom Dark Ages pissed off a lot of people. Oh, Gassius, I was stealing your "there's no glory to be found" joke earlier. There's an eye patch character. It's now been burned into my head. It's a good one. It makes me smile. Let's see. Doom 2016 also isn't Doom, it's something else. I love how it encouraged aggressive yet intelligent combat, high risk, high reward. Yeah, and I guess that's good that it's something different. I need to, like, one day, like, really sit down with Doom 2016 and really dedicate some time to it, you know what I mean? We may reside on opposite sides of the colonization issue, but we're both Adelinians. This nation has no hope for survival if we resort to violence. Isn't that right, Count of Monte Fisto? Yeah, no. Finisher. Speaking of Mortal Kombat, fuck yeah. I haven't recovered nearly enough to inflict pain upon anyone. You always were more willing than me to get your hands dirty, Count of Monte Fisto. She needs a wink right there. Well, Ingrid, there you have it. There's no point in letting old wounds fester. But I took my soul for, once again, Mortal Kombat references. Perhaps, but I'm still alive and well. So at least the translators were also like, they were also seeing it. That's all that really matters, right? How can you be so forgiving? It's obvious that the Exorcist's aid is vital to ensuring the colonization continues. For the good of our nation, I don't want to burn bridges that don't need to be. Wouldn't you agree? As you will. I would venture to say her heart is larger than the big bridge. However, that may very well. You look rather out of sorts, Count of Monte Fisto. Is everything alright? That beast can communicate with me. What? You can hear him inside your head? I hate to say it, but I can't hear a thing. Wow, really? Huh. Wait, could that fruit Rosalachia gave you possibly working its magic here? If it is, does that mean that this is the start of a whole nother saga? And here I thought we were about to find a cure for my brother's ailment. He says he wants to give you the knot, or whatever that means. Look at what part of her Celia. Her heaving chest. What? If I do it like 40 times, do I get a fucking, what do they call them? Like an Easter egg? I think so. What's wrong? Something in my teeth? Yeah, you fucking lettuce spinach eating bitch. Alright, tilt clutching hands. You point empathetically to the poignard she wields. What about my brother's gesture? You think he wasn't pointing to me, but to Orthison? Now that I think about it, I also swear I heard of that cryptic riddle Theodore told you before. I know. It's remarkably similar to the poem my father would tell us as children. Oh, Gaseous, you're missing the stream? In game, I was, like, shooting dice with Dracula, and despite being around for, like, 5,000 years, he sucks. Which is really fucking funny to me. I remember because his face would always become eerily grave whenever he told it. I'm pretty sure I also heard it on the night I first saw Orthison. The poem I heard isn't exactly the same as what Theodore told you, but I believe it goes like this. In an age whence shaded then in his land, the oar of the swallow's wet word shall be fulfilled. The warrants of the forest shall raise the mark blade high, and one of the white feathers shall flourish in the spared sixth. Dracula was playing dice with Bahamut before y'all were even a Type 1 civilization. It's just a funny fucking mental image that he's like, you know, he's like a gambling addict after like 10,000 years, but he's still like, he just gets his ass kicked nonstop. So the blatant question is, Orthison and the time of the prophecy is our own? Yes, kind of Monte, so that must be it. Bad I don't speak Swedish. I have no clue what the fuck that means. Oh, dude, I don't know, I was looking at her thigh gap. I was at the fucking, like, DMV the other day, right? And this chick, I mean, she wasn't, like, too hot, but she was kind of hot, you know what I mean? But, like, she was wearing, like, I don't know, like, bike pants, yoga pants, whatever. I can't fucking tell the difference. But, like, bro, this chick's thigh gap was fucking awesome. I was like, dude, I was like, holy shit, girl. God damn. Shit, I'm already sweating from the heat. Let's see. What in the... dragon? My roommate's on vacation this week, so I'm enjoying having the house to myself. It's fucking nice to have, it really is. You enjoy it. You cherish it. A dragon? It's like the fucking Cuja's dragon from fucking 9. I know what Fisto was thinking when he saw that girl. It's a pity she doesn't have a pee-pee. That's how I felt too. Like how quiet it is. Yeah, I once again, right now I'm still like fucking it's nice being like 100%. I mean, I guess I have my brother nearby, but like very alone. But downside is just the price of shit. Plus side is I've almost got down all of the like moving expenses. So I'm like about at the point where when I get a paycheck, a little bit of it will be surplus. Instead of like being spoken for as soon as it enters my fucking hand, which is, you know, shitty. I said the same thing when he mistakes the women for men. Oh, in this game? Yes. Well, the Elban in the world of Vanadil are very, they're all very, feminine. It reminds me of, Thailand. Not that I know anything about being in Thailand, or the men and women of Thailand, or what I do on Friday nights when I visit Thailand. Scourge of the land, rumored to have emerged from Vanadil's primordial muck with the birth of the Ulbukan continent. The pearlescent worm inevitably appears before Adelinians in the midst of a great calamity. Therefore, the populace has come to regard its presence as an ill omen of the highest degree. It really does look like the fucking Kuja's dragon from Final Fantasy IX. Of late, though, a new theory has been put forth by a scholarly collective. It asserts that the Scourge reveals itself not as a harbinger of crisis, but as savior to deliver Ulbuka from cataclysmic destruction. Neither hypothesis, however, has been proven. Someone I know wants to move to Thailand so he could fight ladyboys or something. What, dude, Muay Thai versus ladyboys exclusively? It sounds like it would be a good fucking like show on like UPN or fucking, was it the Learning Channel? The Learning Channel is the really degenerate one, right? That always has like the fucking obese people and the pregnant teens and the fucking retards. That is the Scourge of the land. The annals say that disaster and calamity follow in the wake of its wings, but I always assumed its existence to be more parable than fact. It's positively gargantuan, and yet it retains such an air of dignity and grace. I'm assuming the sword is like drawing a line to the crazy-ass fucking alien monument buried in the mountain. Is this what my brother wanted all along, for us to call this regal giant? Let's hope the latest theory proves true and this dragon sends our nation soaring above disaster rather than up in flames. Gonna go to Thailand and get raped by ladyboys, finger cuffs, that's what they call them. Finger cuffs. Speaking of crazy alien shit, I have to play fucking on stream, because I never finished it, but I have to do what is it? Subnautica. Alright, so let's talk to the homie. Yeah, Western Adeline, alright. So let's talk to the homie for the next mission. Just so I'm fucking positive. Because once again, I just don't trust the guide. That's like, oh, wait a day for this point or after the next point. I just want to be sure. He posted a funny video in the Discord. Japanese commercials are insane. They usually are pretty good. Well, other nations know how to have fun still. I feel like now, especially with like marketing and shit, everything's so like what do they call it? Like where it's tested and boardroomed and all that shit. This BGM would make a fine vaporwave track. There's a lot of really good music in this game. It's designed to be chill and have very long loops intentionally because it's a fucking MMO that's unspoken dialogue where you're gonna be in the zone for fucking ever. So they did a really good job with the music, and I think each expansion might be a little bit better than the previous one. In terms of music alone, although, I don't know, I would have to like really like listen to the whole thing back to back, but I do feel like some of the later expansions overall were pretty fucking good. Alright. So you said this jackass. And then I'm gonna cash in my merit points and job points, and we are going to call it. I just want to make sure that this fucker. I've already adjusted to the life on good old Aslan Ranch. Hope so, because we're looking for you to wrangle us some big uns, missy. There is like a residential area. Yeah. And look at that, I didn't even have to end it early, but I am gonna have to lose consciousness so fucking soon, bro. Oh my god. Oh wait, wrong one. Well, is that the right one? Yeah, I guess it's close enough. But yeah, still working that, that 5 a.m. to fucking 1 p.m. shift, which has my ass waking up at like 3:30. But like, once again, it's like, it is really fucking like peaceful and lax, especially on the weekend. I mean, I just chill there and stick around my phone, watch a video. Maybe you read up on some shit to learn. When some crazy shit pops up on like the alert feed, I can actually like take extra time to really look into it. Or if it's an obvious false positive, take it the fuck out. Or if it's an obvious like holy fuck, then I just fucking turn off their fucking network. It's pretty awesome. I'm like, sorry, Vegeta motherfucker. You probably spent all day trying to get into this network, but you were the one ding on my fucking system for like the last fucking 40 minutes, so get fucked. I know, it's neat. Very neat job. I do want to improve to earn my keep, though. Can't be getting, what was the word? Complacent. That thing. I like how my cursor is right on my character's pussy. Isn't that a beautiful thing, Gassius? Let's see, Gassius has been learning a lot about video editing. Watched a few editing videos recently that will improve my workflow. I need to kind of mind dump in my like Final Fantasy retrospective notes for 11 and 3, 16 and 13 in particular, because I got a lot of thoughts on those. Anyway, I gotta fucking put points in this geisha. Categories. What are we gonna do? I always feel like dumping them into HPs. Okay, this makes more sense. The attributes, just like it's like the same thing with hand-to-hand. Like, okay, HP, I can take an extra hit, baby. But like, plus 10 points to HP is like, that's like, what is that? That's not even like 5%, right? Pretty low. Combat, I can just keep punching. One day I'll dump shit into that more. I don't use magic. That's always already full. Shinjin, Spiral, that's a 6 way too many for me to save up, and I'm impatient. So yeah, attributes it is. I think strength, just to punch it hard. There we are. Point go up. Point go very up. Alright, job points. We got 2 of them. And all of these cost 2. Wow, that's fucking, that hurts my soul. I guess inner strength? I'll probably focus, right? I feel like focus and dodge, you know, being able to, like, hit more accurately and then dodge more is really important. Improves DPS across the board. Your chance of winning drastic go down. Oh, we were referencing that earlier when I was shooting dice with Dracula. What is the exact quote? The chance of you winning drastic go down. He like stutters the beginning of it. It's really fucking good. I was watching it again recently. The chances of winning drastic go down. You can hear in real time his fucking brain cells dying. It's amazing. Fuck. Scott Snyder's still alive, right? I hope so. I hope he's doing alright. Been watching a bunch of Warriors old interviews. Amazing shit. Yo, so I'm at WrestleMania 6, and I had to paint it because I know for a fact that all streaming versions of WrestleMania 6 they edit out the Bad News Brown Roddy Piper fight because he's half black, half white. Which, alright, it's weird. But, to the point where you need to edit the fuck out? I mean, even in universe, it doesn't make sense, where he's just like, oh, fucking Bad News Brown always playing race cars. I'm gonna be black and white. And I'll paint myself like an Indian, too. I was like, the fuck? Well, you didn't do that last part. I don't know what the fuck you're on about, Roddy. And you probably, that paint doesn't just cover his face and body, visible. That's, you painted, one testicle and his ass cheek, up to the sphincter, black as well. So anyway, I got that. But one of the interviews for Ultimate Warrior, it's his fucking locker room, but in the background, it fills out the fucking mental image so good. He's got organized by color all of his fucking arm tassels, and he's also got his name and his fucking symbol drawn onto the wall in crayon, which is so fucking good. Whoever had that idea is a fucking genius, bro. Oh man. It's people forget how racially sensitive Piper was back in the day, just as Jimmy Snuka. Yeah, you cared deeply for Jimmy Snuka and really enjoyed his company and cared about his cultural background and heritage. Oh, man. Showed lady the review of the Warrior comment. She was very confused. It's a beautiful thing. Ultimate Warrior, he's just a fascinating fucking... He's probably my favorite wrestler of all time. Yeah, God, Scott Steiner's up there, though, just from, I thoroughly enjoy him just screaming nonstop with just his, indoor voice. Struggling so hard to make the sentence. Astrusity is a great concept. I still think about getting folked. And, fucking, what's another one? Wasn't there another term? Astrusity? Getting folked. What's another fucking Ultimate Warrior term? There's Jack a Track. I remember he had that in the comic. There's too much good shit. Anyway, I need to fucking brush teeth, shower, and will myself to sleep very hard because I don't want to do another 5-hour night of sleep before a fucking 8-hour shift of work. But I can't fall asleep, and then when I do fall asleep early, I'm up at midnight. I'm fuck, God damn it. It is what it is, man. I'll get into that. But once I pick back up hitting the gym regularly, it'll be fine. But once again, I want to like make sure all the other fucking expenses for moving are completely fucking out of the way, which I'm like 95% the way there. It's close. So I can like hit the fucking gym, get back exhausted, then falling asleep becomes very fucking easy. Anyway, guys, make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Much love. I think we're like 40% through this fucking second last expansion. More than half done the final expansion. So I mean, we're getting close to the end of FF11. It might even be under 90 streams. You never know. Much love. Peace out. Take care of yourselves.